I'm going to ask possibly the most independent, level-headed person in the room who the next mod should be. Billy.
Oh God.
Say that.
want to rethink that statement, Mr. Rick.
Excuse me while my ego inflates.
Whoop.
That's the only thing she's got that makes that sound.
Insert the head joke there.
I'm getting
Well,
too
if you
loud,
want to
sorry.
insert that, you're more than welcome to, but...
Enough.
Enough. I've got you doing it now.
I've been doing it for a little while now, haven't I? It's sharp that you were getting to do that he fucking was like, fuck's sake, Mike.
Oh, who left?
Oh no, it was just Doc. He's back now.
Did you press the wrong button, Docky Wocky?
Ever so slightly.
See, now if I was a mod in this Discord, I wouldn't press the wrong button.
Yeah, but see,
He's
that's
already got a point up on you.
that's why you're not there, Mark.
Rocky Rock, I have been awake since 2 AM, so...
Mark's more responsible with his sleeping schedule then.
No. Mark has a sleeping schedule. It's
Yeah,
hard
I
to
don't actually have a sleeping
correct
schedule at the
sleeping
moment,
schedule
unfortunately.
when you don't have one in the first place because you handed it over when you signed the dotted line.
Nah, that's fair
You can't
point,
tell me
mate.
I'm rock, Rick.
No, I'm not going to argue that one.
It's like, yeah, you hand over your morale, your sleeping schedule, and all forms of hope of life after leaving.
No, all forms of hope of life after leaving, without having a completely knackered body, PTSD where you're afraid of fireworks,
Yep.
combination of either a massive alcohol problem,
Wait, hang on a
an
minute.
obesity problem,
Or
or a gym addiction.
Slow down a second. Slow down a second.
Gym addiction.
One of you was never in a role where you were going to get PTSD. Let's just get that clear straight away. Secondly, the other one doing comms at an airfield. So again, probably not going to get PTSD.
Scott, you, if that's your statement, my friend,
You have
I
no
need to
idea.
introduce you to several of my friends in the Air Corps who all have PTSD.
I'm assuming that
A number
obviously
of the guys I saw with as well had it.
And none of them have
Yeah,
crossed the wire.
hang on a minute. So you say none of them have been deployed? None of them?
No, they've all been to Afghan.
Right, so they've been deployed then, right?
Yes, but
Yeah,
what you're
okay.
stating, yes, but Scott, they still stay on an airfield. We don't go anywhere. Right, the smallest place we'll go is a FOB.
Yeah.
Right, and all these people stayed at Bastion or Kandahar, and all 4 of them have got PTSD.
Okay, that's fair enough, but I was talking specifically about you two here at the minute, is what I was saying.
I was saying the military gives you a selection of.
Yeah.
Not
Oh,
saying I've got it.
Yeah.
No, okay, my bad then, because I actually missed that, Rick, so that's my bad. That's my bad. I missed that entirely.
Yeah.
I thought you guys were just talking about you two, which is why they
No,
did.
no,
Yeah,
I'm
it's
not
my
saying
bad.
I've got PTSD yet.
I'm saying
Yeah,
the military gives you a choice of.
Yeah.
Keyword being yet.
All
Because if the
right,
Mali
okay.
conflict gets any bigger, I can guarantee we're going.
Well, damn.
Well, where do you think the French military's been being deployed for about the past 30
And
years?
where do you think the Chinese are? Fucking Royal Anglians are going soon. I think I might not even be wrong in saying the guys that are being pulled out of Afghan aren't even coming home. They're just going straight to Mali.
Doesn't surprise me.
I mean, I reckon deployment would do me some fucking good at this point, because money.
Well, by the sounds of things, still in the right place, though, clearly, because otherwise it wouldn't be good for you.
Oh. No, well, I say deployment. I just mean I want to away. Life is being life currently.
What are you grumbling at?
Me?
No, you.
No.
Actually, what are you grumbling at? Eh?
To be fair, that question could be asked to both of them.
What, Archie and Doc?
Yeah.
That's a fair point. What is it, mate?
Yeah, what is it, Doc?
What?
Archie,
It's just Mark trying to be funny again.
what are you grumbling at, mister?
What are you grumbling
Come
at?
Come on. Come here. Archie, up.
I'm
Come
not
on.
asking Doc to get up.
Well, why not? If you're going to continue the line of questioning Mike's doing, then you have to follow suit.
Because there's different ways that Doc can get up.
What? But see, it doesn't matter about that. It's about what you're doing. So again, that's supposed to be a mark of a good moderator, which clearly
And
you're just.
also, with the amount of alcohol I've had.
No, mark of good moderator is know when to
Down
not
it
answer
higher.
questions.
I was about to say, if Doc's had as much alcohol as a lot of squaddies tend to have of an evening, wouldn't be. There's not much that a squaddie that's very boozed up won't do.
Okay,
Nailed it.
Yeah,
I think we'll leave that. I think I know what that means.
I'm going to leave that where that is.
Yeah. It's probably best seen as one of us is streaming. Leave that as it is.
Question. How do I
What?
buy
Sorry.
more farmland in Farming Sim?
Press escape, hit X, and then you can select fields that you don't already own.
Or you knock over the fences and just expand. No, I'm obviously
It's not
messing.
letting me. I'm pressing X and nothing's happening.
No, escape to the map menu.
Yep.
You need to be viewing the actual map of different fields.
Yep.
Then you should see down the bottom left there's a thing that'll tell you to hit X on the keyboard. If you're using a controller, there'll be a key. There'll be a button for that.
Aha!
That says lands.
Aha! Got it.
Archie, you damn. Come on. Bed.
Oh,
Archie.
I don't have enough money for this.
Why?
I is only small farm. It is only small farm.
Are you wanting to go downstairs because it's too hot? No, you're just going to lie on the floor. It's a bit cooler. Don't blame you, mate.
It is hot as balls today.
As hot as balls all fucking week and weekend so far.
It's meant to get hotter.
Don't just don't say that shit. to
No,
me.
I'm not. I'm genuinely not joking. It came up in the news early today saying it's meant to get hotter.
Thursday's going to be the
Why?
worst.
Oh, Thursday's the day I'm supposed to be going up to Stansted in one of the fucking vans as well.
Does it not have aircon?
No, neither of the vans have got aircon.
Oh,
The problem is I need to go airside, and I can't obviously take my car airside.
no.
See, this is why you just go up to, because I can't do the same at work. This is why I just like go into the MT thing of the squadron and just go, I'm taking these keys for one of the Rovers.
Archie.
Then I can just drive them up like a fuck.
Yeah, problem is we've only got 2 vans that are actually airside passed up.
This is why Rovers are better,
Actually-
because all the Rovers.
Yeah, but you still wouldn't be able to take your Rover at airside at Heathrow. Not unless there was a military requirement.
Yeah, if my cab's there, I can.
Bishop Stortford, where Stansted is still going to be 25 as well. Well, if it's 25, I can live with that. Considering today was 33 and 34 at times.
Yeah, that's
when you're
toasty.
when you're on the ramp, it's probably getting close to 40.
I went to a
It's
pub
obviously
today.
Urban Heat Island.
And it was a nice pub. I had a burger. It was a nice burger.
Whenever anyone goes, that was a nice burger, I think of Donkey and Shrek.
I'm
He's
glad
like,
I wasn't
I
the
like
only
that
one."
boulder. That is nice
Nice
boulder.
boulder. I'm so happy I wasn't the only one who thought that.
And in the morning, I'm making what?
I'm
We
not
had
gonna lie.
waffles for breakfast today. It was so exciting.
What'd you have?
Had breakfast.
Well, I didn't have the waffles. I had porridge, but we had waffles for breakfast at Unit Base. It was very good.
Oh yes,
Had breakfast.
yes, breeze.
Currently
Cool
I
air.
have fucking
Air
leftover
conditioning.
curry from last night.
But you're at home for a week, can't you? Like parents just like make you nice things.
But that implies either. Well, you see, I'm at home. My mother is at home. There is nobody else in the house.
Oh, because your sister's gone back south.
Sisters have gone back to work. Dad's gone to work.
Oh.
Dad won't be able to Thursday night. I also went up the hill again.
Nice.
Although I didn't do it at fucking 1 o'clock in the afternoon on last time.
For anyone wondering, it was a big fuck off hill near Doc's house.
Okay. Big fuck off hill. Got it.
It was Pendle Hill, and it's fucking huge.
Cool, big fuck off hill.
Because you go, no, but like, somebody goes, oh, we're just gonna go up a hill. And you're like, that's a hill. It's not gonna be too bad. It's a fucking cliff.
It's not, he's just being
The secret is out, Doc.
Shut up. To be fair,
Make me.
no, to be fair, there were two options. You either go up steep fucking incline or a fucking set of stairs.
It's not that steep.
Doc, when he gets there, that's a hill. That's a nice hill.
Because it wasn't a nice hill.
I know.
Why did it say mean words
It
to you?
isn't a nice hill. Yeah, I found the easier way to go up the hill as well.
I don't know
Not
the
go
easy
up
way
it?
to go up a hill,
Or
but I
back.
know an easy way to come back down the hill.
Roly polies.
Easy.
Yeah,
Yeah, you
Poly,
stick your head between your knees, kiss your ass goodbye, and you roll head over heels down the hill.
Yeah, see, there won't be much left of you from all that, by the way, let's be honest.
You also had me at head between legs. Was it knees?
Easy way to go
There you
down
Head
there.
between knees, head between legs, yeah.
Yeah, knees are
Shout
too far away.
croissant at it.
Easy way to go up the hill. Just don't and get the photographer to go up there, take a picture so you know what it looks like from the top.
No, thank fuck that didn't send.
Was there who what?
Nothing.
Doc was just sending his nudes.
Again,
Ugh.
Share them with the class.
they're on OnlyFans, I'm not sending them.
No, you got your
People
phone
are
out,
paying
Doc. You got your phone out. You need to share it with the class.
Oh,
It's
then
obviously
it-
pertinent to the lesson.
Yeah, exactly.
Hang on then, hang on. Fucking hang on.
Hanging on.
I want to watch Space Jam now because you just said that.
There's the new one that's just come out, hasn't it?
I've not seen it.
There's a new one?
Yeah, Space Jam 2.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, right, okay.
Has it been released straight to Disney Early Access or is it in cinemas?
Not a clue.
Why don't you know?
My
Not
God.
Because I'm not that clever.
Oh, don't put yourself down.
And see,
Well, we
that's
know
why
that.
and that is
I mean,
why
what-
I would make a great mod because I'm honest.
What, you think I'm not honest?
I was about to say that's a bold statement.
I didn't
I mean,
say,
I'm actually a little
hang
bit
on,
genuinely hurt by that.
I didn't say that you guys weren't honest. I just said I'd make a great one because I'm honest. I didn't.
Yeah, but the
imply that you-
conversation before was between me and Doc and then you. So the conversation still stands that you're relating your honesty to our dishonesty,
Oh,
which is why I'm now hurt.
Gentlemen, I propose a game.
oh,
Does anybody else feel like grabbing a bag of popcorn before this all starts again?
Genuinely.
Just me.
But no, as in it's like my brain is now trying to figure out ways that I can find out as much juicy gossip from each of you as possible, whilst claiming that it is a test of sort of honesty and all of the fun bits.
and all of the
All you
fun
got to do
bits.
is fucking turn the tap and I'm going to spill all the beans. Fucking, I'm terrible.
Yeah, but that's just because you have digestive issues, Ricky.
Why
How did you hear me in the toilet earlier?
I know, right? I was about to say
It's
the same
not
thing.
that hard.
why does beans come out of your tap?
Dark nudes, fuck all of you.
Nah, you ain't that hairy.
I don't want. No, I'm not going anywhere. I'm just going to continue playing Farming
was just-
Sim and not look.
I was just going by what I can see in the webcam.
Oh, it's
not
webcam.
here.
Okay, good.
There's fucking hair everywhere else.
I don't need to see the hair there.
Legitimately.
Snail trail.
Mate, it's not a trail, it's a fucking river.
Ah. So anyone who wants to go down there needs to get a strimmer out. Got you.
Pretty much.
Can they tell the difference between it and hair?
Yes. Thank you
Sorry.
very much.
Sorry, I couldn't resist that one.
I'm not
Jesus.
dead, I'm not about this small.
I'm pulling punches much. Jesus.
Fired. Fucking artillery about heads down.
Sir.
He ate this line of years.
Competitive much.
I was squatting, what do you expect?
But no, I'm well aware of this.
I do wear a blue tack head
Smurf.
though. Blue tack head, there's a difference.
Smurf.
No, Smurfs are Raph.
No, Raph are fucking just a train wreck.
Could tell that I fucking hate the rafts so much. Train wreck.
No, we don't hate them, it's just inter-service banter.
Oh, well, I know it is, but it seems the banter is quite strong against the RAF.
No, because the Navy are gay.
When
That's
you
not a
call your
justification
service
for hatred of
personnel
Raph.
seamen,
Yeah.
that kind of tells you everything you need to know.
I shouldn't be giggling at that.
When you're
but
in a tube, when you're in a steel tube
So a
with
submarine.
150 seamen,
Who,
For 3 months.
It's like my level of holiday.
Yes, and 0 of them had any interest in women.
they're all interested in each other.
Yeah.
It's just upsetting.
I wonder what the magazines are like.
I mean, to be
Sticky.
fair,
Difficult to pull apart.
I think
The worst thing though is some of the games.
Like one of the Dragoon, like Cav units got their first female.
Yeah, enough.
Did she come willingly or?
Phrasing.
Right. To be fair, she's standard military female squaddy of about 5'2" and as butch as you'll find.
No, there's no such thing as a standard female squaddy. There's different types.
Oh god, here we go.
Because there's short butch lesbian,
Yep, there's short butch lesbian,
skinny lesbian.
tall skinny lesbian. There's the camp bicycle.
True.
There's
That doesn't
usually
necessarily have to be military though.
no true. It doesn't have to be
I've
military,
seen
but the military
city
ones are definitely worse. It's like
Oh,
the
yeah, yeah.
comparison of a green fleet rover to a white fleet vehicle. The white fleet's had everyone in it as well, but it's a little bit better looking than the rover.
So Rick, you know you talk about white fleet, green fleet there.
Yeah,
So RCO
I
banned
think I've
White
broken
Fleet-
Scott.
Yeah, you probably have. So RCO banned White Fleet from an exercise, right?
So let me guess, everyone just tried with green fleet.
No, they tried to. Problem is that we require a TCV. They've got us a TCV. Do you know the one thing I've made a point of avoiding with me and the lads?
TCVs.
TCV calls.
Yeah,
So they're giving us TCV.
so they got TCV and they couldn't use it.
Nobody can use it.
I like it.
So we turn around to CEO and go, yeah, we need White Fleet. We're like, why? Because you've given us a vehicle
That
we
none of
can't
us can use.
And we're like, why? Because none of us are quad on it. No, can't you just like wing it? And we're like, no, because that requires a sign off that comes from higher than you.
Not to
Oh,
mention
Millie,
it's
don't
also
apologise. You're loving this.
What are you apologising for now?
Carry on.
starting
As
the
you
whole
were, good
conversation, no
sir.
doubt.
I am definitely not a sir.
I'm a sir.
Carry on.
Sir of
you-
mischief.
Fine lady.
I mean,
That
Millie,
is-
you can call me a sir any day of the week, sweetheart.
That just sounded insanely creepy.
Yeah, that was very creepy.
Mission succeeded.
Very-
I aim to please with creepiness.
This is not something you want to be doing.
Yeah.
Unless there is
Hang
someone
on.
out there that actually enjoys that.
No.
Because
I mean, there
there's a
probably
fetish
is.
There's a fetish for everything at the end of the day.
You want
Michael, there probably is.
Look at that fucking lid, Rick.
Oh my! What the hell is
Who is
that?
That was the at the time 2-Reg CO
Well, I gathered that was an officer's beret, but
because it was me getting
Wow.
the belt from
what's
passing
that
phase two.
fucking helipad?
Yeah.
That's a strong officer beret.
I mean, you want to talk about females? She
Oh,
is
dear.
an utter bitch.
My name is Millie.
No, her name is Lou. Her name is Lulu. She's legitimately a bitch.
On the weekends.
Looks like a full screw. Is it course corporal or something?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've never met, genuinely, I've never met a nice female full screw.
I have. And she's going to be my stripey on this course I'm going on, so life is good.
That's nice.
I forget her surname. I know her first name was Gemma, and she was a full screw that was female that was actually sound. But thinking about it, yeah, she was the only one that was a full screw and female that was actually pleasant to be around.
Why have
Hmm.
we still got...
Wait, here's a question then. Do you still address them as mom, or do you address them as sir?
What?
The
Is it
female.
ma'am?
If you
No.
address a corporal as ma'am, you're
No,
gonna
no,
get a fucking
You're going to get a fist.
Yeah, that was my that was
face.
that was my fault. I meant obviously higher ranking ones.
Yeah, it's ma'am.
It is mom, right? Okay.
Female officers are ma'am.
One officer above his mum.
Warrant officer above for blokes is obviously sir.
Blech.
Although, it's funny. So we've got there's a...
Although it is funny as fuck
I
when you
believe
get
it's mum at this point. There was a...
one of
there was
these.
There was a bloke at work who was a captain, I think. Was captain of one of the squadrons, left for 2 years, came back and was a mom.
Nice.
Oh,
Took
right.
a
Okay.
Fucking fence any time we called her sir, because like obviously for when she was here, well nobody told her. Look, there's not a fucking announcement that's made going. By the way,
He is now a she.
yeah, it's fucking retarded. Why are we now? We are now
Just
closer
for
to
anyone
finding what's
watching
going
my
on.
stream, we are actually completely accepting of anyone who decides to.
Well, hang on a minute. That's not what Doc was on about. He's got a point because obviously,
No,
at
that's
the end of the
not
day,
what
you can't expect everyone to know that you've changed your gender
Well, no,
if it's
nobody
not.
tells you, you go
Exactly.
off your, like, past experience. I'm not
Exactly.
saying that I was like purposefully doing it. If somebody wants to do that, that's their fucking opinion.
I know. I'm just being clear that we're not.
Their own choice.
At
We're
the
not
end of the day as
discriminating
well, when you
against
consider a lot
anyone.
of women in the military look like blokes anyway,
Yeah, I mean, you are going to make a mistake, regardless of whether or not they change their gender. So,
Mistakes all the time.
yeah, you're one of
It's
them.
quite funny when, and this is nothing against women, is when they have no shame on exercise.
Oh god.
To the point where I know someone who couldn't get their belt off, right? And their underwear were causing chafing, so she took a bayonet and removed her underwear.
Yeah.
In
can't
front of
argue
like people.
I mean, okay, but she's being practical about it, I suppose. You don't want to fucking keep going with chafe, do
I
you?
mean,
That's a
at the end
bold
of the
move,
day,
Tom.
though,
The funny bit is when she removes it, and obviously you see what the hell she was wearing, and you're like,
Yeah.
why are you wearing that on exercise?
no
Well,
wonder
yeah.
you were getting chafed.
I mean, she's wearing a fucking pink thong, for fuck's sake.
Yeah, that's not practical.
Comfy.
I'm
Might
sure.
be comfy if you wear it on a night out, Millie, but if you wear
Yeah.
it on a fucking 10-mile
When you're
tab
3 weeks into an exercise.
and you've basically worn it for 4 days already,
Thongs are like jock straps. They're just easier to wear when you're like moving around shit tons.
Dog straps, they're uncomfortable as fuck.
Let's
Well,
please not talk about 4 days because we're going back to the cheese incident. I don't want that.
Scott, have you never known you can
will
wear
you
the
stop
same pair of
being
boxers for 4
trashy, mate?
days?
No. Do not tell me to turn them inside out. No.
All the way around, inside out, back, to front, back to
Back
front,
to
inside
front.
out.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. Oh,
Granted, if you do anything before you have a shower when you get back from exercise, you do get a nice dose of stank dick.
Oh yeah.
Definitely
No,
say
the
you were a
best- the
proper
best-
squad, eh?
The
When
chocolate
you,
sausage.
Best
What?
bit is when you run
Ah.
What would I be careful there, Mike?
I think the best one is when you run out of underwear and like the last 4 days of exercise, and you're like, "Oh great, all my underwear are either
Nah.
covered in mud
Wet.
or piss wrapped."
I would bring plenty of spares.
No,
You
don't
can bring
understand.
as many as you want.
You like, yeah. It doesn't ever help the fact that it can always happen. I know somebody that took 17 pairs of underwear on exercise and still ran out.
Rookie.
Um,
I'd be like
Mind,
fucking.
I generally take 4 and I wash them.
Oh, man.
it's when you get back off of an exercise, especially if it's one where you've not been on a deck, like a proper battle X.
Yeah.
So you're out in the field for like a week, but you only have space in your Bergen for like 4 pairs.
Yeah.
So you get back. Obviously, one pair has gotten absolutely piss wrapped at least because you've been told to do a section attack up a river,
Or
That's
you've
a
done
mass-
a river crossing.
or you've done a river crossing. So that's 2 pairs of boxes then gone. So you're down to
Gone.
2 pairs for a week.
Right.
Oh yeah, and then it rains. So then
And then it
your
rains, so now you're down onto your last
scout
pair.
scrape becomes a mud spa.
Yeah.
So that's
So you get back,
another step on.
you get yourself down to your birthday suit before you have your shower, and it smells of peanuts.
Nice.
I think
It
the
should
worst
not
one is-
smell of peanuts.
I know.
I've seen a guy literally get down to his birthday suit to replace his boxes and find out he's got no clean ones left and just goes,
Oh.
"Alright then," and then just pulls his trousers back up.
Going commando.
Nothing. Commando for like 4 days. I was like, "Man, you got balls." And then it's like,
Well, not by the end of it, you didn't.
Not anymore.
no, final section attack, right? He slips, and all you hear is, and it's just like, well, we can definitely tell you're not wearing any underwear. He's like, why? It's like, because you've got about a 6-inch like hole in the back of your trousers, mate.
I thought you were about to say 6-inch something else for a second.
No. A man does not look and tell. Oh, another
And
bro's thing, man.
With the exception of when you're in basic and the full screws are doing the shower exam,
Oh, God,
and they happen
mate,
to
that's
mention-
that's so humiliating.
it is. But it's when they go and turn around and say,
win that game.
you just hear from the shower room, fucking hell, that's a trouser snake.
Oh, they don't do that.
But nobody wins that game, mate.
Nobody wins that game, but at the end of the day, the one they've said is the trouser snake is always the one you least expect as well. Like on
I mean,
our
the-
one, was it the 6'4" fucking bloke built like a brick shithouse? No.
Nah.
It was the 5'5" little Scotsman who was very definitely rotund around the sides. Good old fucking plant pot.
I mean,
Sorry,
I
Phil
honestly,
Pot.
I think the funnier one is when you're sat in your section room at basic, and there's like 4 blokes getting changed, and you're all just like chilling because it's the end of the day and whatever. And you hear footsteps coming down the corridor, and you're like, "Oh, it's probably just one of the other lads coming to the other section's door."
Needs your full screw.
And no, it's even worse than that, my friend.
Troopy.
So I had a troop commander and a full screw, who were both female.
And you were all in your birthday suits, I'll bet.
There's like 4 of us in our birthday suits, and we're like, fucking dive behind beds and shit like that.
Why would you dive behind the bed? I'd just be standing there like, what? See something you like? Just see what the
Yeah,
response
let's
would
put it
be.
this way. If you did that, Scott, you'd be doing laps of the camp
Naked still?
in your birthday suit.
That's fine, it's worth the risk, mate. As
I mean,
far
it's
as
the
I'm
time
concerned.
somebody got out was, you know, after you've gone to the chamber, Rick.
Mm-hmm.
It's the time you go to the chamber, you come back and you're all getting undressed and like hanging your shit outside so that nobody can smell it.
Except for the
somebody-
poor bastards going to PT past the bottom of your block.
Yeah. But the thing is, I've watched somebody do it, start bullet naked, outside on the fire escape, hanging stuff over the
Oh,
fire
God.
escape, start bullet naked, and a full screw walks past, and he's
Oh dear.
fucked. Run it round block in his fucking birthday suit, mate.
How Mark's streaming Farming Simulator while you guys are all talking about being naked.
Well, no, them two are. I'm just saying I've got no shame.
Well, we knew
You
that.
have-
Wait, no, I actually said that out loud, didn't I?
Yes, we did. Yes, you did.
Oh well.
You think me and Rick have any shame?
You've not met many people in the military, my dear boy.
That's
We
not an
had
army
one
thing.
bloke-
It's a military
We had one bloke who had a newspaper in his hands, knocked one out into the newspaper, and said, "Here, lads, look at the news." Just
That's a great
because
joke.
he was bored.
Page 3.
That was at phase 1, yeah.
No, was it perhaps the Sun and page 3?
Have a look at
No,
the news.
no, I can't remember which one it was, but it was
Oh.
just a generic newspaper. It weren't the Sun page 3.
Oh,
Oh man, that's good. No, that's funny.
And
That.
it's
that
like,
was
what?
that is the fastest newspaper at phase 1 when they renewed the newspapers every week. That was the
Oh.
first one to disappear.
Fucking yeah, because all the blokes would then take it into the ablutions, wouldn't they?
Yeah, and then it'd appear like in your block at some point, and you pass it round, and it's like, this is crispy as fuck.
You got to unstick the pages.
Oh, Jesus
It's not really-
Christ.
So the problem is, right, where the social area was, right, where my block was the other end from each other. So by the time my block got it,
Oh,
It
you were up
wasn't
near the fucking
newspaper.
50p piece.
yeah, I wasn't in the 50p piece. I was the first block.
You were the one next to it.
Yeah.
Whoa.
By the time I got to my block, there wasn't much of the rest of the newspaper left.
Do you all know which one I was in?
Which one?
You know the block that Sword Company's in, opposite the gym? We're the block next to that.
Oh, the other side, the other end from me, yeah.
Literally the exact other end of the line of blocks too, yeah? It's fucking, those blocks were shit.
Yeah. So, to be fair, they were better than 50 pence piece ones.
Well, yeah, that's not difficult though.
Because I went into one at the sword block no, they moved sword block.
Are they?
Yeah. So when I went through, sword was in 50 pence piece.
Ah, so that's probably to try and stop people being in Sword. Got you.
I went in because one of our lads went in. We went in to see him
For
after
those
he
of
come
you-
out, after he came out of hospital.
For those of you wondering what Sword Company is, it's basically the rehabilitation troop if you break yourself.
I know a guy that was in there
Oh,
for
okay.
4 years, served his entire contract in sword.
What
Wow.
did he do?
Break his back.
Ooh.
I'm surprised they didn't medical discharge him.
They did. But they can't medically discharge him with a broken back.
Ah,
So he has to be able to they have to repair him to the point of what they can do before they'll discharge you properly.
yeah. I know we had one bloke, not on my course, but the course before, who fractured a femur in half.
Does
Mate,
not
I
sound
fell-
fun.
That's good going.
I'm surprised I wasn't put sword because when I fell off the Alps, it was horrendous.
Yeah. Well, Mark, the
They
guy.
can't call it an assault course anymore.
Oh, what is it?
You
Is
have
it
to call it an
confidence?
No,
Oh,
it's called an
obstacle.
obstacle course. I want to call it an
It's a
assault
fucking
course.
assault course.
Yeah. Were you on the one behind the gym, or were you the one in the woods?
For the assault course.
Yeah.
We were one at the edge of the field behind the gym.
Yeah, that's what I did. Because the one in the woods you're not allowed to do anymore.
At the back of it with
phase-ons.
Afghanistan and Iraq.
Oh yeah, that's horrendous.
Yeah, that's horrible. When we did that though, we were basically trying to get RDS to actually go full ham with how they would do the bayonet training back in like the old days.
Yeah, but they're not allowed.
And they were saying, yeah, we want to. Believe us, we really want to do that sort of thing with you guys. But we can't because the last time they did something like that, they had a territorial there who cried. They broke a territorial troop, an army reserve trooper, so much on that bayonet training thing that they actually broke down and cried.
At what? The screaming or the charging?
The thrashing
No,
you
just
get.
the thrashing it. You don't understand. It's not you stabbing the thing that gets you. It's the full screws in your fucking face.
It's the full screws in your face telling you he's about to fucking rape your mother.
Yeah.
It's when you do thrust the bayonet into the bag of rags,
Yeah.
you get a warm bottle of ketchup sprayed in your face.
Yeah, you don't understand what you
Right.
get. So the thing is, what you guys have seen on TV of bayonet training, right?
That's the toned down version.
It's the toned down version because what you don't see is that day doesn't start at like 9 a.m. in the morning.
No, no.
It
About
starts at
3.
like fucking 4.
Yeah,
right?
3,
And it
4 in the
doesn't
morning.
finish until about 11. And it's full fucking send the whole day. It's genuinely the worst day of training. Because
Yeah.
what you're supposed to do is get gassed in the morning, then do bayonet training.
Yeah, that's what we did.
And it's fucking horrible.
So you're sat there,
Oh,
and
yeah.
they don't.
And they
So
don't
when you
have to.
do that
You
as
just
well,
put
you don't get.
exercise.
Oh, we didn't have it. We had the other way around. We came back off exercise and did that.
It's one of the other things.
Yeah. But with our one, so it was you'd go in, you'd do all your stuff, and essentially the day would start. PT first thing, but instead of PT, as Doc said, about 9 o'clock, it's PT at 04:30.
Oh, you had PT? I just had like.
They
bayonet training.
I
had
call
bayonet
it
training for
PT.
9 hours.
I called it BT. What we're going to do, we're going to take you on a 2-hour tab. But it's
Yeah,
going
you
to
should-
be a full run.
Yes. It's not a tap. It's a run in full.
It's a
fucking-
run in full
full,
Bergens.
full fighting order in Bergen.
Yeah, which is hell. So you do that. We got back, and then obviously, normally when you finish PT, you go back to the block. You've got about 15 minutes to get showered, get changed, then go for whatever else you're doing.
Nah, it's a case
No,
of dump you.
It's
a case
you
of
dump your
Bergen,
Bergen in front of the block. You're not even allowed to go in the block.
and then it's to the brain, to the bayonet.
Then it's to the bayonet range and
Yeah.
the area out the back of it. Now, at the back of it, there is 3 wooden posts that form a triangle. One of them is called Rise Norton.
I didn't
One of
get
the
those.
posts, about 150 yards away, is Iraq. And the other post, about 150 yards the other way, is Afghanistan.
I didn't get that.
And the DS will scream at you and tell you, get to Iraq, get to Afghanistan, that's the thing. And as you're running between these posts, and this goes on depending on how long the DS want to beast you for,
15 minutes.
this goes on for
45
anywhere between about
minutes.
15 minutes to an hour and a half.
Okay.
As you're running backwards and forwards from these as well, you'll hear the shout of grenade.
Yeah, on your
That
ass
is your
crawl.
cue to, you don't
Swan dive.
get on your
It's swan
chest,
dive. It's
it
swan
is a
dive.
swan dive onto
Yeah.
your chest.
It's legitimately
crawl.
how you learn to swan dive is bayonet training.
If you don't do a proper swan dive and get on the floor within about half a second of calling the grenade call, you get taken on a lap of the fields, of the playing fields.
Which I'm assuming are huge.
It's about half a dozen rugby fields,
Yeah.
Okay, so sizable then. All right.
but it's not a lap, walking or running.
It's full fucking sprint.
Nope. Belt buckle.
No, you on belt? Okay, we got full sprint.
No, it was belt buckle. Get your ass down. One of the DS. So the one who took that was a Gurkha.
Jesus.
If your ass came up above your shoulders, he would stamp on it.
Wow.
Get your ass
Fucking hell.
down! Get your
Hey.
ass down, Brown!
I'm more scared of the fucking Gurkha than the rest of that
Yeah.
course, to be brutally
Yeah, so are
honest.
we.
Fucking hell.
But yeah, so
ahead.
that was basically the Iraq Afghan thing.
Yeah.
That would then stop. Then you start doing the actual bayonet training. So obviously by this point, you've just been thrashed for the thick end of 4 hours.
Yep.
It's probably about 9 o'clock in the morning at this point. You're already on your chin strap. You're already sat there thinking, how am I still going?
Yeah.
You then get run up and down the bayonet range. You're marking time all the time, which basically means knee comes 90 degrees to the floor. Oh, sorry, your upper leg comes 90 degrees to the floor as if you're marching but on the spot.
Yeah.
Weapon at high port. If you're the front rank, on guard! Advance to the target! Stab the target! Check bayonet! On guard! Stab next target! Onto the next, and then you go through and you carry on marking time on the other side, and you literally go backwards and forwards
All day.
for some time.
Yeah.
And like we got.
Then it will be take your bayonets off the weapon, just for safety purposes.
Yeah.
You're going over the assault course 4 or 5 times, maybe 6.
Because it's about 2 inches from.
Yeah, because it's literally
It used to
right
not
next
be
to
that.
it.
It used to not be that bad because the assault course was in the woods at the other side of camp, so they couldn't do that.
No, they can do that now. Yeah, I'll pull the map of Purbright up and show you.
It's horrendous. Because also my freaking Afghan and Iraq are in different places to yours.
So, come on.
Purbright's horrendous as well.
Purbright. Order shot.
You'll have to give me a minute if you're going to show me. I'm in the middle of a match.
Yeah.
There it is.
Yeah.
There's the obstacle course.
Yeah. So Rick,
Firing
my-
positions.
So that building in the corner.
You can even see the bayonet
Yeah.
training.
So
Oh, so it's only
It's no.
3 football fields.
So Rick, so see that green building in the top right hand corner?
Yep.
That's that rack.
Pardon?
Then that's a rack.
Yep.
Then go to where the gym is. See that set of HESCO is there, that's Akka.
This one here. Okay, yeah. So our one was our Iraq sat about here. Oh, sorry, our Bryce Norton sat about here.
Yeah, well,
Iraq
mine
was the
mine
HESCO.
Mine was in the mud bowl.
Yeah. Oh, in
Just
here.
Muddy. It was muddy, so we just sat in the mud bowl.
Yeah. It wasn't overly muddy when we did ours, fortunately. But yeah, so
Yeah.
our Bryce Norton was there. Iraq was here. And Afghan was somewhere, I think, over here. It was a ways off. But yeah, so obviously we get thrashed backwards and forwards from there. Where is it? Where is it? Have they moved the gas chamber? Oh no, there it is. It's that one there. Fucking that hellhole. Yeah, let us know when you're looking, Scott.
Yeah, I think this match is about to be over in a second anyway, so I'll probably be
nice.
about a minute or so.
Rick, go to the line of blocks. Yeah, so
So
First
that was your
one.
one, was it?
that was mine. Yeah, I was on top floor on that one.
That was my one.
Yeah.
We were second floor. That room there, I was in the pit space, one in from the window on the far wall.
I was the side of the the shutting out bit where all the stairs are.
Yeah,
Yeah, I was in the top side,
top
just
floor
about
in
just
here.
about
Yeah.
where the curse was. Yeah. Thing is, it's like
When did they put the links there?
that wasn't there when I was there.
No,
That's new.
that was just grass.
Yeah, that was just grass because I remember fucking leopard crawling across that.
Can you see where the marching
Oh
Route
yeah,
takes
yeah.
place?
It's damn obvious where the marching takes place.
Inu
remember
in my chat has said that his dad got gassed for training.
Oh yeah, you
Yeah.
all do.
Everyone does. So at Purbright, there's something called the CTF, the Confidence Test Facility.
It's that fucking
Basically,
green building.
it is this little one here.
And the one across from
Which-
it as well.
Oh, is that also a CTF? Is it?
Yeah, they put.
We didn't use that one. Oh, okay.
No, because that got put in while I was there.
Oh, okay, fair enough. But yeah, the idea being, Mark, what it is it is to reinforce to the
Man test.
recruits that the masks work.
It's It's also called the
So-
man test.
Yeah, there is also an element of being a man test. But you go in, and so you initially you do your training, you do your fit of your mask, make sure it's all on properly. They have this solution that smells. It smells like pear drops, doesn't it? That stuff.
Yeah.
And they waft it
doesn't have to
around
do
your
it
mask.
anyway. It's literally just to make sure your mask fits, and
Yeah.
then they start the fucking CS.
They waft it around your mask just to make sure that you've got a good seal on your mask and you've fitted it correctly. You then go to the CTF facility. Now, when you first go in for the very first time, you go in with your mask on, and it's already gassed up. So there's already CS pellets burning in the chamber. And what you do is you go in, you get told, right, jog on the spot, really get your lungs working through your mask to make sure you're not just going and giving shallow breaths. Getting good lungfuls of air through your mask to make sure that you can tell your mask is working. Now, the best way I can describe the smell of CS gas through a gas mask is like walking past a smoker,
Nice.
but it's a smoker on the other side of the street.
Yeah.
It's a very faint smell. When you take the mask off for the first time, 'cause what they do in the CTFs, obviously, you go in, you can smell a little bit, you're like, okay, it's not too bad. You go in, and you do the whole, take your mask off, deep breath, name, rank, number, trade you wish to join, permission to leave the gas chamber, sir.
You get past your service number, you're doing well.
Yeah. We had one bloke northern lad. Funny enough, the one who also robbed one out into the newspaper gives you an idea of his character.
Yeah.
He was overheard by the DS using the whole attitude of, "Oh, it's only CS gas, it'll be easy."
Oh, let me guess. He lasted about 2 seconds.
Guess who the DS had doing press-ups over the CS tray
That's naughty.
as the last one to leave?
Yeah,
Oh.
to be fair, there's guys, there's like generally the really fit guys will go, "It won't affect me," and they'll just fucking.
And they're the
die
ones with the fucking snot running down past their bollocks.
Yeah, right. I'm
And
looking
you
at
get-
my.
You randomly get the guy who said nothing all day.
Yeah.
and he's in there for a good like 45 minutes, and it's just
So
nothing.
the
What is
bayonet
CS
training,
gas?
it's tear gas,
tear gas,
Okay.
basically.
a form of non-lethal tear gas. It's used as a crowd disperser.
It's horrendous.
It is not fun. Basically, as I say, that when you got your mask on, it smells like you're walking past a distant smoker. When you take your mask off, imagine the sort of smell from a cigarette sort of smell.
Yeah.
But mix it with burning plastic is the best way I can describe it, and make it about 50 times worse.
Oh, okay.
Your nose does not stop running. Your
Okay.
lungs actively feel as though they're burning. That sort of thing.
Yeah,
Don't
that's-
even.
I was saying, 'cause
Your
it's
eyes
meant to,
clamp shut.
it's meant to feel like
Anything
it's
ever-
burning, isn't it?
Yeah. If you
Yeah.
ever go anywhere near CS, the one piece of advice I will give you:
Do not rub your eyes.
do not touch your eyes. Just makes it worse.
Yeah.
Yes, just pretend you got chili on your fingers and don't do it.
Oh, yeah,
Um,
absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, so to give you an idea, Scott.
Yeah.
So the block we were in was here.
Right.
That's the gym here. This sort of
Yep.
greenish building. First thing you do is your PT. Come out from here. Bear in mind you're doing this with a 15 to 20 kilo pack
Right. So heavy.
and rifle. And the rifle, you've got obviously live rifle, but you've got a drill magazine with 30 dummy rounds in it as well to give you the proper weight.
Yeah.
So you come down this path, all the way through here, up Heartbreak Hill,
Oh, right. Okay.
which I don't know if you can see it.
That's
Yeah, you can-
concrete, isn't it?
Yeah, that's also known as Concrete Hill. Basically, it
Heartbreak's
runs-
a different hill, dude.
Oh no, Heartbreak's the one further into the woods, isn't it?
Yeah. And then
Bit
there's
more on.
fucking. And there's,
But yeah,
then
so-
there's, and there's the fake hill.
You're looking about 40 meters of distance to the top of Concrete Hill.
That's
Right.
not the top. You know that,
It's about no, that's the steep bit.
right? No, it's not. That's the shallow bit, dude. We
What's-
go. So the tall bit is stopped where that that is.
Oh, it's there, isn't it?
It's
It's that bit.
It's that
Yeah.
bit right there.
So you're looking. The steep bit is about 50 or 60 meters long.
But it's generally
go
it's just
up.
a slab of concrete.
You literally go up about 50 or 60 meters as well. It is fucking steep. You then get thrashed around in these woods for a good couple of hours, and you come back into the gym, and you dump your Bergens here.
Yep.
And there will be a member of the DS around about here with all the bayonets handing them to you as you go past.
In scabbards. 'cause you
In
don't really trust
scabbards.
them.
Yeah, I don't trust you to just have the bayonet. So, as I say, you start off with Afghan and Iraq. Now, Bryce Norton was here. Iraq is this little HESCO bit here.
Yeah.
I was Afghan for me.
And Iraq was over here near the CTF. So you would do, so this is after doing around in the CTF as well. Forgot to mention that. So you do your gas chamber stuff after having done that. Obviously you get issued your bayonets, you're going into this area, you hand it back once you leave. Now, you would do for about an hour, run Iraq, Afghan, Afghan, Iraq, 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 Afghan, Afghan. On that run from Bryce to Iraq, you could have anywhere to 6 grenade calls on each run.
Bearing in mind, that patch of dirt is, well, when I did it, was about 6 inches of mud.
So you had
it's dry,
swan dive.
You quite literally are making fucking lines in this shit.
So
Yeah.
that's about an 80-foot diameter area of dirt. So
And
if
you've
it's
got
wet,
fucking 48 blokes crawling through it.
yeah, if it's wet, that becomes a quagmire.
It's just a
If
mud
it's
ball.
dry, it is dust
Dust.
everywhere. It is horrible.
You ain't
So-
getting out. You don't get out of this clean in any
No.
way, shape, or
Oh,
form.
God,
No,
no.
I figured
I
that.
came out of this having skinned both of my knees
Yeah.
because of the amount of crawling you did. Now,
Yeah, I took
when I
both
said
my
that if you
nipples
didn't
off.
do the grenade, that's good effort. That. Fucking hell.
Legitimately, there's-
when you
if
do the
look-
grenade-
I've got pictures of it.
If you don't do it quickly enough, obviously, as I say, you get hoiked out and you get thrashed around the playing fields, which are here. It wasn't 6 rugby pitches; it's 3 football pitches.
And the rest.
You get run down here. Well, we didn't use this area.
No. That's not even what we did.
Oh, fair enough. But yeah, you come out here and you would literally crawl a lap of the football pitch on your belt buckle
I
with a
got crawling,
Gurkha
just-
screaming at you.
Yeah, the bit I'm most afraid of. Definitely.
As I said before, if your ass comes up off the ground, he kicks it.
Yeah.
Get your ass on the ground!
Yeah.
So once you've done that, it's then, right, quick water break for about a minute.
Yeah.
It's like ram as much water down your throat. as
Ram.
you
So you would literally take your 1 litre water bottle and
can.
empty it.
Try. Yeah, you need to try and empty it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Some people would throw it straight back up. Doesn't matter. Just try and get as much in as you can. You then go, and these, can you just about see these little shadows?
Is that where the
That's
Practice
That's
is-
bayonet targets.
So that's
bayonet?
the targets.
Right.
So you would form 3 files. You can just about see the patches of bare ground
Yeah.
where you advance towards. You'll form
Yeah.
3 lines, and you advance, stab target 1, stab target 2, advance, wait. Next person goes through, wait, so on and so forth. And obviously, all while you're doing this, you're getting, well,
You're running on the
you
spot.
should be getting sprayed with the blood, fake blood and whatnot, but we didn't, unfortunately. But all the
Mate,
while you're
this
doing
isn't
this,
even
you're
the bad
getting,
one.
yeah, this isn't even the bad one. All of this, you're still running on the spot at the same time
Yeah.
and getting screamed at by the DS
The
just
worst
because
ones
the
are
day
worst.
ends in a Y.
Yeah.
Once
thing
you've
is-
done that half dozen times,
Running
Right.
stuff.
obstacle course, half a dozen times. Jump,
6 foot
6
wall.
foot wall.
That's what I fell
Trinasium.
off.
Yep,
That's what I
trinasium.
fell
So you
off.
climb up a ladder, narrow plank,
No,
and
not
then it's a
planks,
rope
dude.
down. Was it
It's a
where was the
rope
planks?
So
They've
the
changed it
planks,
then.
No, it's here. So it's jump 6 foot. So
6
there's
foot
a-
wall.
the 4 foot, 6 foot, 8 foot wall.
Yeah, we called that the 6 foot because that was the middle one.
Because everyone went over the 6 foot, which is fucking retarded.
Yeah.
Because you weren't allowed to use the 4 foot because that's not man enough.
Yep.
6 foot or 8 foot. I think the only person that went over the 8 foot was the 6 foot 5 dog.
Yep.
So it's a
So that's-
ladder.
That's my wall
So
then.
it's a
It's a
steel
ladder.
ladder, rope bridge, and then depending on which lane you're in, so the 2 outside ones have got ropes down, so you can basically slide down from the rope. The middle one's got a fireman's pole, which is what I missed and fell off and landed in the fucking like stones at the bottom.
Yeah, I
I
did
just
that.
had a
broadly.
DS looking down at me going, fucking idiot.
Get the fuck up, get moving.
Yeah, then you've got
Then you got to jump off the wall.
jump off the wall, you've got a combat roll off the other side.
Yep.
Then you've got the freaking cattle grid gates. which
Yeah,
is
Calgary
fucking
gates. You've got to basically, was it you crawl through them or run through them, wasn't it?
No, it's running. So you go up, down,
Oh,
up, down.
Yeah,
up.
I'm with you. Yeah. I remember that now.
It's making
Round
more
you go.
running for the sake of. That's the planks.
That's the balance beams.
Yep.
Then it was that's the gate.
That's the vault gate. That's the
That's the
gate.
vault gate. Yep.
Yeah.
Cargo
That's the
net.
fucking cargo
Climb
net that's
up
like
one
25
side.
feet tall.
Yep. Climb up one side, down the other,
Yeah.
and then that's the
14
6,
foot.
8. Oh, was it 14? Was it?
So it's, you've got 10, 12, 14 foot wall
Wow.
Okay.
Okay.
Didn't realise it was
So
that. And then
that-
you finish with another jump.
with another jump.
So
Hey,
you're
guys.
doing that. You do,
Hey, Dross.
man. So you do that half a dozen times,
Yeah.
and then depending on the DS, you'll either go back to Afghanistan, Iraq reps, or you go back to the bayonets,
I think the worst one I had.
or
was
they
like
will
a 50
find something else to thrash you with.
So there's another bayonet range trick.
Where?
So go off to the left, back towards concrete is. So go into concrete. You know, there's an assault course in here, right? And then if you go up to the left slightly, in that wood block, there
This
is
area
fucking-
here?
Yeah, it's just a bayonet ring. It's horrendous because
Okay.
it's like crawling through fucking streams and shit, and you're fucking stabbing
I
shit
didn't
on
know
the go.
that.
And all you do is you just get fucking screamed at.
Yeah.
We
I
went
do
through
remember we did a
once.
tab along here,
Yeah,
and I lost my
that's what I'm
balance, and I just I know, but I lost my balance. And you know when you're at full run with pack and rifle,
Ooh.
and you're going full send, and you just sort of feel yourself lose your balance, and it's like, I can't stop this.
Arse over tit, here I come.
No, not even arse over tits.
It's just
It was just face into floor, down I go. Took the guy behind me down as well, because obviously you're in a squad. He had nowhere to go.
Jesus. So
Then
you got
got
mounted.
run over by the guy behind him, and then finally they actually got enough warning to be able to go around me.
Yeah,
Not
the
free.
the worst one is when you literally are using your face as a brake.
Yeah, that's basically what I did. Not fun.
Oh look, there's deep cut.
Using your
Oh,
face as a brake, yeah.
Deep cut barracks. But yeah, this range. This is where I did my initial qualification with the SA-80.
No, that's where I did mine as well. That
That-
was the next one along.
100 metre point. Right?
What, from the white line south of that, yeah?
From there to the
That's one.
targets
So
here.
targets
Oh, right, so yeah,
Targets
okay.
at the top here.
Yeah,
So that's the target box. That's just for the fall of shot.
yeah.
So that's the 100 metre firing point. Where do you think you start for your qualification shoot on the 100 metre point?
150 meter point.
No,
That's
our
what I
one
did.
they didn't. RDS were bastards.
Wait, sorry, you just said where do you start? Where do you think you start on a 100-meter firing point?
Yeah, so that's the 100 metre firing point. Where do you think
It's
you
not a it's not a
physically
loaded-
start for your 100 metre shoot? It's not a trick question.
100 meters?
No.
No, you start at the 300 metres.
Wait, what?
You run.
You run
Oh,
From here-
okay, yeah, I get
Bear
it
in
now.
mind, This is not like running across your grandma's lawn either.
No,
fucking baby heads.
This is baby heads and rough terrain. You're dodging these, and bear in mind these black boxes.
They're like,
They're 5 foot.
Fourth.
They're like 4 foot, 5 foot
Fourth.
pits.
yeah. And I've seen people disappear into them.
Yes, I like.
no.
And
fucking funny.
immediately followed by, oh shit, from the DS, and the ambulance appears out of nowhere.
So is this like a sort of training to advancement to
Advanced
targets?
fire, yeah.
Yeah, advanced fire. There you go. Yeah,
essentially.
right. Okay.
I've done it
That
from
was good
150 metres. So I've
We
done
did
it
it
from
from
50 metres
3.
behind the line. So I've done it from 250 to 200 and 150 to 100.
That's what you're supposed to do. RDS
Yeah.
just hated us for some reason.
No, the worst
Now-
one is, so Rick, go into one of the firing lines. Right, so you start at the left hand side, right?
Yeah.
You go into the first firing pit.
Yep.
Out. Into the second firing pit.
Oh.
Third firing pit. Out. All the way along. And then you
You'd be
come
knackered
back.
by here.
No, and then you come back. And then guess what you do?
Then you take your shots at 300.
No,
Or whichever
then-
distance
then-
you are.
Then you run to the 200 meter point.
Do it again.
Do it again. Do you go at the 100 meter point? Do it again. And you keep going until the DS is stopped. Which is fine when you're on a 300 meter range, right? We had an 800 meter range.
Yeah. But yeah, the
yeah.
best one was one of the guys. He was being a fucking turbo mong.
Oh, mate, it's when you get fucked.
And it was to a point where the DS had had enough. They weren't going to punish us for the shit he was doing. They'd already punished us enough for
Yeah.
what he was doing anyway.
We had the
Hence why
same
we
sort of
started at the
content.
300.
Yeah, you had the same sort of shit, mate.
Fucking, I even remember his name. Fucking Ravendran! Get here!
Yeah, we had the same
Fucking-
sort of twine off.
Div. He clotheslined himself on the line around the harbour.
Whoa.
So, for context,
Like, at night during the day,
at night,
so some idiots fucking not drop the fucking line then.
Yep.
Fucking idiots.
so in the harbour area, you have a piece of twine that is run along the perimeter that you use to basically navigate around. Because it's so dark you can't see your hand from your face sometimes. And his section hadn't lowered the line. So when we got pinged to bug out, he then basically, well, yeah, ran into it, and it happened to be at about his neck height.
I was playing through my head already and I'm finding it over again.
He fucking clotheslined himself. Fucking
Please tell
funny
me
as
he was in
fuck.
full kit as well.
Full kit with Bergen, turtled himself.
Nice. Smooth, as you would
I
say.
still think my favourite one though is when one of the guys went full send on an ND.
Right, Rick, go to Aldershot training area. This is fucking funny as fuck.
Ash, Aldershot.
Aldershot's,
There.
yeah. So
Whereabouts do
go
you want?
into no, down fucking this lot, right to the left, bottom left. Yeah, right
Down
there.
there.
Yeah. So, we were in. So see the lake.
Yep.
I say lake, pond, right? So see if you go up, like 45 degrees up and left. There's like a little cross on top of a hill.
There.
No, further left. There.
Yep.
So that's where we landed via Chinook.
Nice,
Right.
nice.
That's also steep as fuck.
Yep.
And then you get them off. Literally, you're coming running off a Chinook, right?
Mhm.
Bearing in mind, most of us have never disembarked in Chinook before,
Oh god.
and like, I'm pretty sure I've shown you guys the photograph of me in the section, and there's a chinny taking off in the background.
Mm.
That's literally what was happening. Is we're running off, taking a photograph, and then fucking off on exercise.
Yeah.
But the thing is, right, we took the photograph, we turned around, and then you can literally just see the DS trying to haul this guy off onto his feet. And literally, we asked the section what happened is that he basically face planted the rear ramp. This is pure fucking gold! I was like, why was nobody recording this?
Fucking, I must have told you guys about the guy who went full send on an ND.
Oh, mate,
What?
there's no other way to do an ND. It's either full send or you're fucked.
So we were on Barossa training area, which,
Yeah,
by
that's
the
where
way,
you-
is just around the corner from where I live up here.
Yeah, it's literally where you do fucking halfway.
Yeah. Well, yeah, that's what exercise we were on.
Yeah.
And
'cause
we were
I was
patrolling.
in
Which
training
path were
stuff.
we on? I think we were coming down here.
Evening, Jamie.
Because
Evening,
'cause
darling.
the harbour
We
area
basically-
is in Woodblock, I know, or in
Yeah.
Wales.
We were going
Hi,
patrolling along. One of the guys, he admitted this on the whole tell-all thing you do on the last day, that he was playing chicken with his trigger.
It's a
And obviously-
machine gun.
No,
Well,
this wasn't
rifle,
chicken, this
sir.
was rifle.
Well, no,
But,
it's that
yeah.
it's that meme of the guy who's like, it's a machine gun. He's like, oh,
Pretty much, yeah. So, Doc, what normally happens when someone NDs?
They're smart about it. They yell contact and initiate 5
No,
minutes.
if they're
of
not
pushing.
smart,
They look at their rifle and go, "It just went on."
yeah, you get a charge, you get the rifle taken off of you, you spend the rest of the exercise carrying a stick around like an idiot,
And going bang, 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 bang. Then-
and literally you are told to scream bang bang.
Yeah.
Yep.
And then it comes to morning inspections, and they look at the stick and they go,
Why have
is
you
there
not cleaned your
rust
weapon?
No, why is there rust on your sights? And they're like, but it's a stick. Like, why is there rust on your sights? I just know there's no winning with them.
Yeah,
What do you mean you
So-
haven't cleaned it, Private?
pretty much, yeah. So yeah, we were along this area here.
Sir, it's
one
covered
of
in
the
dog
guys-
shit.
One of the guys ended pop. Now,
Oof.
credit where credit is due. Very quick thinking. He could have either A, yeah, sorry, I was being an idiot. Fucking, I'll take the punishment. B, keep quiet, make the DS find out by counting how many rounds everyone has got left in their magazines,
Which takes about an hour.
which takes about an hour,
And
which
then the
basically
entire
fucks the
platoon
DS
gets
off,
fucked.
and the entire section gets fucked over because they didn't dob you in, and you didn't have the integrity to own up to it.
Yeah.
Or C, you go full send, screen contact right, and you go and send the entire section on a full pepper pot attack up here towards an enemy that doesn't exist.
So good.
Now, bear in mind, from where we were to the trees is about 400 meters.
And you're just doing.
How far?
Move, move, move.
How
all
far
at the
do you
fucking
think we got before the DS actually realised? Hang on, we're not supposed to be doing an attack serial here. How far into that 400 meters?
Oh,
100 meters.
150 to 200.
About 300 meters.
Yeah.
Oh.
I was
We got
gonna
about
say-
3/4 of the way there, and they were like, "Hang on, stop, stop, stop." There's no enemy. One of you fuckers ND'd. But obviously, they can't then use the trick of count the number of rounds left in everyone's weapon, because we've already gone and burnt through 2 mags each.
Hey, I've had this happen on BCCS, right? And it's hilarious when the machine gunner does it, because obviously you can't count machine gunners rounds because they're firing bursts.
Yep. But yeah, it was just like, that
Although
was
it's
absolutely awesome when we
slightly
did that.
easier to tell when a machine gunner does it, because you fire at a different cyclic rate and a different round to everyone else.
Yeah.
But the thing is, when there's 2 of you, you can do it and not get away with it. Or they'll just bollock both the gunners and then you're fucked.
Yeah, or you both get bounced and you both get told to fire a maneuver.
Mate, my stalking serial was in there as well. It was horrendous.
Oh yeah, where was our one?
Mine was on halfway in there.
We did ours on Final Fling. Where the fuck did we do Final Fling?
Mine was on Aldershot.
Our one was where the fuck was the training area across the road from Deep Cut. In here.
No, that's where, yeah.
That was fucking cracking exercise, that. So we tab all the way in, through Deep Cut. Fucking, you go through the married quarter estates and whatnot.
Yeah, it's
get some
horrendous.
interesting looks.
Because you get fucking stopped if there's a car coming past, because obviously it's all the fucking married quarters.
But if there's a car coming past, you get stopped. That does not mean you stop. Instead of running forwards, you just start running on the spot.
Yeah. No, Rick, it's when you tab back from halfway and you end up in that fucking parking lot. And you know who's waiting for you? The end of Fling.
PTIs.
PTIs in a shiny blue jackets.
Oh, yours were in blue jackets? No, ours were in vests.
Oh no, it was too warm for that. It was too cold for us. Because I done mine.
Our final thing was in December.
So was mine.
And they showed up in vests.
Oh, yours were clearly harder than mine.
No, they just thrashed us more.
Mate, I had a Royal Six Stripey, mate. He was not having shit that day.
Fucking, we had really large cores as predominant part of our DS.
No, to be fair, we had one lad who had he dislocated. He popped his shoulder out. Right. Worse than I had, because I'd popped mine out, popped mine back in. He just straight popped his out. He still had to tab back.
Good effort. I mean, 10 out of 10 for effort there. Jesus. But yeah, I remember that guy I said about busting his femur. Where was he? It was an open area. I think it was around here somewhere.
Yeah.
Basically the Gurkha full script that we had, Corporal Rana Magar, I can still remember him to this day.
Yeah.
His section had pissed him off.
Oh
A
dear.
number of their guys had been caught falling asleep on stag.
Yeah.
Now, most squaddies have done it.
Oh yeah.
It's just the majority of them have not been caught.
Yeah, it's like, if you've not fallen asleep on stag, have you been in the army?
Yeah, if you're not falling asleep on stag, you've either not been in the army or you've just not been caught yet.
Yeah.
Emphasis is on the yet.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Everyone was caught.
a number of his guys had been caught out though, falling asleep on stag. So he decided to wake them up. So, Doc, what do you normally wear when you're doing fire a maneuver?
U-back, body armor.
Webbing, rifle.
Webbing, rifle.
That's about it, isn't it?
The whole 9
Unless,
yards. to the point.
unless you're me, and obviously you got the Daysec armor rounds in it.
Well, yeah, but day sack, rocket pouches, it's basic.
Yeah.
You might have a rocket pouch on, you might not.
The lads carrying the squad med kit and the fucking stretcher.
What do you think this very, very angry Gurkha had his guys carrying on fire maneuver?
Full patrol order, fucking Bergens like
Full
crap.
Bergen.
What? Nah.
Yeah. So he had him going down this road, full Bergen, and one of the guys caught his leg in a rabbit hole.
Oh.
Let's just say the outside of his left foot touched his left shoulder.
Oh, blah, blah, blah. Blah, blah, blah.
Nice.
That was
Physics.
you know the femur? You know
Yes.
your femur? It went snappy snappy.
It was 2 femurs.
And now my next magic trick, where I turn one femur into 2 femurs.
One femur.
Two femur. Four femur. Oh my god, my legs.
But yeah, so that was fucking mosquito. Fuck off. Fucking gotcha. I'll teach you to try and suck my blood. Fuck off.
It's about the only thing sucking you, innit?
Fucking at least I've got someone who wants to suck me.
Oh.
Genuinely true.
Wait, what?
We just started talking acronyms and I zoned out a full-on like 45 minutes ago, and I was just amusing myself, and then suddenly we were talking about sucking and I was like, hello.
We now know what she likes to do on her evenings off.
Wait, Millie has evenings off.
Yeah, I was just about to say, bold of you to assume that I have time off.
Don't you have an evening off now?
Yes, and I used it drinking.
Nice.
And also the
chilling
dog in the
with
house
overly
is
horny
freaking
boys.
out.
The way
Yes,
forward is always
welcome to my OnlyFans page. Please subscribe.
Also
Please
subscribe to
subscribe.
Mark of Me.
But yeah, so that one.
Well, I just followed you and told you to make more farms, you bitch. So get to it.
Subscribe and I'll do it.
But yeah,
I
so
genuinely like love Farming Simulator content so much. I've been binge watching it at work recently.
Right. Mark.
Do better, Mark.
You now have no fucking excuse. Get to making them farms. Stop
Thank you
fucking
for-
around with this
thank you
covenant.
for Thank you for subscribing. I'm trying to get my combine harvester
I can
unstuck.
see you're on my main screen while I'm watching this
Hang on, hang
happen.
Ooh, I'm main screen privilege.
Yeah.
Fucking get there.
fucking get there. And also, Mark, have you got?
Oh, fuck. Oh, fuck.
Have you got a brand new combine harvester? And are you going to give me the key?
Fuck
Aw. You're gonna give him the key
Jesus
back.
Christ.
I mean,
I mean,
I know.
I'm sorry, I couldn't resist.
to be fair, you've seen the title of the stream.
I got a brand new carbon harvester.
Ah, yes, bliss, breeze.
Nice. Yeah, I was about to say, yeah. Beep it up.
Why is
Yeah.
the stream unavailable?
Why is the screen what?
It told me your stream's unavailable. I was like, bullshit. I know this.
Refresh it.
That's what I've done.
I know you've got your grotty ears.
No, his doggo got poorly ears.
He died. Well, we had the infection cleared up the other week, or whatever it was. I was taken to the vets.
Is it like a gunky earwaxy type thing?
No, it's sorted now. It was basically he had the start to an ear infection. I called it the vets, and I was like, he's rolling around on the floor more than usual because he does like to roll around on the floor because he's a dickhead. But I do often check his ears because he's had so many ear infections since I've had him. I've always got to be adamant on his ears because he just loves to. He doesn't roll in anything like bad. He won't roll in like fox shit or anything, you know, like. But he will. Just roll on like if he's just like eating a bone or something, he'll go and roll in where all the debris is. So, but when I taken him there, vet said there was nothing obstructing his ears, and I just thought, you know what, I haven't actually given his ears a clean again since then because they put in that. So that week-long drops or whatever, or like couple week-long drops as opposed to putting the daily ones in because Bear just will not let me if he's in that. If it's really pissing him off, he just won't even let me touch his ears. He won't let anyone touch his ears. So we normally have to put him under when I take him to the vets if we want to do anything invasive. Because otherwise he's so
we have to
awkward.
treat Marley's ears every now and then because he gets ear infections.
Oh,
Mm.
Papa.
Harsh.
It's a very common Sharpei thing, though.
Oh yeah, because the way there is,
Yeah,
isn't it? Yeah.
narrow, windy ear canals.
Yeah.
He's not a pure breed Sharpei, so it's not as bad as some of them. But
Yeah.
being a Sharpei
Still.
mix, he still gets it.
Yeah.
Bless
I
him.
feel that. No, I just gave Bear like a giant bowl of ice basically, and he just inhaled it all, and he's still fucking warm because the house is boiling. I've
Yeah.
got so many fans on, all the windows are open, and it's doing nothing.
Yeah, I've basically shelved going to the gym now because I can't actually get it to sleep early enough
Yeah.
I would normally be in bed probably about an hour ago now to get up in time to go to the gym. But the problem is I'm not going to be able to get to sleep for another hour at least.
Yeah, minimum.
So there's no point me getting up at 5 if I'm not going to bed until 1 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah.
Because
The heat's so bad at the
yeah.
moment in the afternoon. In the afternoon to late evening, it's worse than it is midday, and it's just like,
fuck off, you big lamb.
Yeah, exactly. Apparently, it's like this up until Thursday. Saturday, we're meant to have rain, and I'm like, great. The one day where I'm actually going to do something with friends is the one day it's gonna fucking rain.
Saturday is not just gonna be rain, by the way.
What is
It's
it?
thunderstorms,
Oh,
bitch.
fuck off.
Oh, great.
Going for a test drive on fucking Saturday.
You get
What
to
you
test
test
the
driving?
wipers.
That was
You get
better
to
than what I
test
was going to say.
skidding mode, right?
That's kind of what I was going to say. I was going to say you get to test the tyres out on wet.
And then I'm going airsofting on Sunday.
Oh, mate.
Sunday's also going to be quite damp as well, apparently.
Yeah, you're not going to be airsoft in.
Hopefully it's better up
Scott,
here.
Scott, that's what you think, mate. You have underestimated airsofters as a whole.
I don't go airsofting in the rain.
No.
Well, I mean, I guess you go indoor.
Correctly. No, he has estimated them correctly. It is like.
Thought so.
It is so I have done airsoft in snow, ice, like fucking torrential rain, light rain, pure sun, like this level weather, and I will take rain over everything else. I would rather it was raining lightly, not torrential, because we did a Vietnam film sim and it was like fucking Vietnam level rain, mate, and I was like, fuck, this is immersive as shit. And like and literally as it started raining, my mate's M16 went down. I was like, wow, this is really immersive. Like,
You see what one of them 16 in a 2 or 3 now, right?
Oh, man.
No, man, you weren't there.
he had an XM177 and it just literally he taped the fucking handrail like with electrical tape, because he was like, I just want to stop the water getting in. And I was like, yeah, but what happens if you're not going to let the water breathe? You're just going to pool it in there. And he's like, no, it'll be fine. And literally his gun started smoking. No, it just started smoking. So I was like, he was like, Jamie, what do I do? I'm like, disconnect the battery as soon as you possibly can. Take the electrical tape off, plug a new battery in. Like, end of. It was fine. Like, the gun was fine because it was like a TM original as well. And yeah, no, literal smoke was coming from his gun. And I was like, dude, chuck it in the fucking ground. Get that battery disconnected. Bury it in a hole now.
See, that's why you don't use an XM177 or an M4 in those. That's why you use an AK.
Yep.
No, because that's why you use the Mark 46, because the Mark 46 doesn't let you down. Unless it was last weekend and my hop decided to, not want to hop 2 5s.
I can do one better than that. You should have seen my Mini-Me before I got rid of it.
Did you blow it up?
No. But because of the way I'd painted it, the barrel was slightly out of alignment.
Ah.
I would chew through a hop rubber in the morning.
Yep. This is why you take out everything.
I would literally... Well, no, I did. But that's the problem. I took the barrel off, and the surfaces where the barrel connects to the weapon had got paint on them.
Right.
Which was causing it to rise up slightly.
Right.
And the head of the piston was chewing through the rubber.
Yeah.
So basically I ended up having to, if I wanted to run the Mini-Me, I'd take a couple of extra hop rubbers with me and, right, lunchtime. Click, off comes the barrel, undo the hop unit, new rubber goes in, put the old one in the bin, job done.
At least, like, even with AEG LMGs, they break down like the real thing. It's like, oh, what's that? You don't want to have a barrel anymore? Okay, let me just pull this either one pin or pull this button or do something like that. And it's like, oh, look, there's the whole fucking barrel off. I mean, I have good news about my 240. It actually fires.
Woo!
And it has a working hop in it. The only problem is the wiring, which I've spoken to, so I've booked it in for an engineering job, and hopefully Andy will actually look at it and not be like, oh, well, I'll wait 2 years. considering I'm bringing it in for a paid engineering job.
And he's special. Of course, he's going to wait ages.
It's mad, and I'm not going to see them
get
now.
an special to fix my bipod on my Barrett again at some point.
Which Barrett? Is it
spring
this?
one.
Is it? Was it the one from like 4 years ago?
Yeah,
Yeah.
the bipod
Poly-
screws keep falling out.
Yeah, the polymer
had no-
build.
Yeah, I've had an Andy special to put a split taper pin into one side. I just need
Yeah.
to do the same on the other side.
Okay. Yeah, that shouldn't be an issue. You can pretty much
That's
just
the issue I need.
you can just send it down to him, and we'll have it back to you within however long.
I'm sure if I bring in a pack of Mars bars or something, Andy will probably do it there and then. Though,
Oh god, yeah. Yeah, you will
is
jump.
it bad that I
queue.
still know how to fucking bribe him?
Oh mate, like
Pack
he.
of Mars bars and a couple of Mackey's coffee.
Oh mate, yeah, always the coffee. Coffee will win over food. Actually, to be fair with him, he doesn't eat as much food as he used to.
Why am I hearing-
Consi-
why am I
considering
hearing
the size of him.
exercise breakfast?
Mars
Yes.
bars and coffee. I like
Yeah,
it.
exercise breakfast.
So you're telling me that you didn't have the mushroom omelette for breakfast?
Oof.
No, because I didn't eat the vegetable. I've never eaten vegetable rations.
No, it's not just a veggie menu. It's the one with chicken Penang as well. It was. Chicken Penang, the best main meal you'll get, paired with mushroom omelette.
I can do the
Yeah,
mushroom
yeah.
omelette. Yeah, it
For
takes
those
bag
of
bowl.
you who don't
No, I
understand
can't
why
get it.
mushroom omelette is so bad, have you ever tried making an omelette last years?
Yeah, anything
Well, they
that's
succeeded.
yeah, I was gonna say it's egg. It's never gonna last that long.
They've managed to make a way to make it last that long. It doesn't really resemble egg by that point.
Is it powdered egg?
Yeah, I was gonna say.
No, it
It
is. It's an omelette.
It's an actual omelette. It's not powdered. It's
Right.
an actual packet. You can
It's a
open it and eat it
dish
cold
that
without
big.
adding anything.
Okay.
The best way I can describe it: warm, wet rubber.
Yep.
Nice.
Slimy rubber.
Yeah,
When
that's.
it's-
Oh,
it's when
so
it's-
mushroom then.
No.
Yeah, basically.
I mean,
Worse.
I absolutely despise mushrooms. Mushrooms ruin most meals for me. Like I find it rubberizes and draws the taste out of every food. I don't get why mushrooms need to go into risotto because it ruins a risotto. And it's like, no, if you'd done it without the mushrooms, everything about that would have been fine. And it goes with it's the same with anything that mushrooms are in. Like, it just ruins
You
the
would hate
taste.
my mushroom and halloumi wraps then.
You could get away with
See,
from me with that
sounded
bullshit.
fine until you added mushroom to it.
Yeah. Just give me the halloumi wrap.
Yeah.
Fucking throw some cheese in there with it. On top of it. On top of the
Cheese on top of
halloumi.
cheese.
Yes, darling. You
More
you
cheese.
put shredded
You
mozzarella
weren't
in
here
with
for the
that bitch.
conversation we had about cheese earlier, were you?
Yeah, no, just damn.
Oh.
We maybe managed to grow Scott out.
Fucking got PTSD, didn't even join the military. Fucking hell.
Right.
when you can peel it off after a 2-week exercise.
Oh, 2 week exercise. Jeez.
Thank you, Jeff.
It's when you forget to change your t-shirt for the last 4 days, and you
Ooh.
peel the green t-shirt off, and you're like,
You stand
yeah,
it up.
I'm going to the QMs to get a new one. Don't even fucking bother washing it. It's just like bin.
I've never seen World of Warship ships in the snow, Scott. I didn't
It looks
know
quite
there
good,
was-
I think.
It
Anyway,
looks really nice. It looks way more edgy. It's like spooky in a way because you're just like, oh look, suddenly shells in the side of my hull.
it's also nice when they add in the weather storm one where you're inside the cyclone. That's fun because it
Oh.
proper messes everything up.
Dude.
It's good. It's really good.
David, have you watched those videos that I sent you?
I'm going to jump off and Libby.
Good night.
All right, Mike.
Bye, friend.
Good night, mate.
Right, mate.
See you soon, bud.
Good lord.
Good night.
Where am I looking, darling?
The fucking KSP ones.
No. Sorry, like I'm actually gonna watch those. To be fair, they've been in the...
about World of Warships because he does, the whole paid fucking advertisement thing. And he's like,
Yeah.
look at this fucking Godzilla versus Kong. These are
Oh
shit.
yeah. Hold on. Hold on. Let me get that one up specifically because I think I might have seen it. From the depths.
Warships.
God, he hasn't really done that many videos, to be fair.
No, but what he has done is fucking hilarious.
Where's the World of Warships one? There's the From the Depths. Lord has spoken. Starting an armor 3, sir.
It's a paid promotion in one of the KSP ones.
Oh, it's KSP.
Yeah. The video is KSP, but he does the fucking vocal.
Oh, right. Yeah.
PSP's a fun game.
Awesome.
It is, until you do what this guy did and break it with about 200 mods.
Yeah. I mean, that's like John and Fallout.
Yeah,
Like, see-
he's got so many mods on Fallout.
No, me and him, he was like, I'd send you my mod list if I could pack it down, but mate, there's 400 plus mods and half of them don't even work. And I'm like, bro, fuck trimming the fat through 400 fucking mods. Because you have to test, that's like testing your RAM sticks if you don't have like a tester on your motherboard, like where you have to manually test each one. And you're just there like...
I have had to do that far too much in the past 2 months.
No.
It's not fun.
Oh, are you still having issues, mate?
Oh no, that's been resolved now, and well, fingers crossed. But I had to do it like what, 3 or 4 times.
Oh mate.
I got because I bought them off Amazon. I got an email off Amazon saying we've noticed that you have returned a lot of items in a short period of time, and I'm like,
yeah, because they're shit. Sort it out.
so I just had to give them a ring the other morning and just be like, yeah, is my account like still fine? Because I've heard I've heard shit like people get these emails and their accounts get deleted, and I'm like, is my account still okay? And I said, yeah, it's fine. And it's like it was because it was down to this. And it's like, yeah, we know. It's like, okay.
I'll be right back. I'm still listening. I'm just.
Yeah. Such a.
Shit.
Yeah, I did the so I have done pretty much nothing for the past like 2 days. My mum came downstairs and it's like, oh, you're watching Clone Wars. It's like, what episode are you on? And I'm like, 3. He's like, oh, that's not too bad. She's like, season 4.
Nice. Good effort. Good fucking effort, mate. Is that? Are you rewatching it or?
Yeah.
Oh, fair play.
Where do I take oats? This game.
Look at the map. It's one of the things on the map. Can't remember where the fuck it is. It's one of those silos, mate. Will tell you.
Oh, mate, it's too fucking hot.
Mate,
Yep.
we had a water leak and the fucking heating's on downstairs to try and dry the floor out.
Oh, mate, no, just leave the fucking windows open, mate. That'll do the fucking job. The air's hot enough.
Mate, I'm in the basement. There are no windows.
Oh, bro.
And then
Hey, that's a nice fucking basement. Was it remodeled then?
I'm assuming so. Because
Well-
it's the giant ass room. Because I've got the TV we were watching the F1 on Sunday.
Yeah.
The freezer and the fridge freezer, because it's not.
Yeah,
a
why
fridge.
not?
There's not a fridge in this house. My mum's sewing room, plus
Nice.
this random piece of gym equipment.
That no one uses.
The sauna and the steam room were through there.
Bro. Bougie as fuck.
And then obviously I have my computer in this corner.
I know, right? Living wrong.
This has become the games room. So when I eventually do build it, this is where the 40k table is going to go.
Oh, fair play.
Obviously it's going to be a bit of a pack down because obviously I'm not here all the time, so
Yeah.
yeah.
You'll have to like construct one of those ones that is like, you know, the modular ones that you can pack
Yeah.
down in like
It's-
turning it from a 1 length table, like a 1x2 length table, to like a 4 by whatever table.
So it's what I've got planned is 4 foot by 2 foot sections, so it makes an 8 by 4 table,
Mm-hmm.
or a 6 by 4 table, or a 4 by 4 table, or a 2
Yeah.
by 4 table if we're doing like kill team or something like that.
Yeah. My housemates, when they lived with me, used to just steal any table they could get their hand on that was laid around the house, and I was like, bro, like,
Fine, right? When you don't have space to make a table, but
yeah,
I've got a fucking 4-floor house.
yeah, mate.
I've got fucking space.
No, they just commandeered the living room one day, and I came in, I was like, oh. He was like, oh, what's up? And I was like, well, I was hoping to use my living room. Instead of y'all motherfuckers playing kill team in here when you could do it in the kitchen where you're not really in anyone's way.
Yeah.
Instead, you were taking up the one room where there's a nice TV in. I'll go sit in my bedroom then, I guess.
Yeah.
My own
Well, I
fucking
mean-
house.
I would do it in my room. My room's not big enough.
Ah, mate.
Whee!
Whee!
Mark just not giving me shit about roads.
I'm in a tractor.
Who needs roads when you have wheels like these, motherfucker?
Where we are going, we don't need roads.
Exactly.
So yeah, like, just a question, like, how are airsoft guns, like, in the rain?
Fine.
Okay.
Depends on the gun.
Not really. Well, to a point, but realistically, you could have it open and be fine as long as there's breathable space. It's like, if it's a sealed off stock, you'll be fine. Just be mindful.
What the
Is all.
fuck?
Fuck the what?
God.
Is this the video that I sent you? Genuinely, that fucking robot has better skills than I do, and it's really upsetting.
Sorry, but what?
I sent you the TikTok as well. It's a robot that's doing like gun skills and drills and identifying
Oh!
hostages and mannequins,
Is it
and it
Boston Dynamics by chance?
don't know.
It's about 4 seconds into the film, he's just pointing at 200
Oh
things
yeah,
and
that's
goes,
Boston Dynamics.
What would happen
It's just
if,
awesome.
what would
Yeah,
happen
mate.
if I drove my tractor off this cliff?
Do it.
You-
No balls. No balls.
Would I lose the tractor?
You might have to
Jamie's-
harvest
Jamie's
in
not
hell.
watching- Jamie's not watching.
Saving.
Yeah, so there was a Corridor Digital video
Dual
that
flip.
they
Nailed
took this footage and then they edited it where basically, you know, when they keep knocking over the drone,
Yeah.
they just video it so the drone goes fucking ape shit, kills them all, and then runs away.
It did a flip.
I haven't watched Corridor Digital in so long.
So good.
I like their stuntmen react videos and things like that.
Yeah.
Those were quite good.
Yeah. Yeah, I think
They
this
talk
is
about the stunts.
this is the video. I think.
It doesn't work.
Yeah, no,
One
this
trailer
is
we
the
have to
video.
go
I
to.
think if at the end, if it runs away, then it's the Corridor Digital video.
This didn't work the second time round.
Jamie, I found the best one ever.
Yeah, this is the Corridor Digital one, where it starts firing at them and then just fucks off.
It's just on TikTok.
It's
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
It's
yeah. Every time I'm teaching drills to someone who's new, ugh.
No,
Jeez.
Mate.
or it's Jamie. You got someone at like the outdoor range who's just like trying to plink with a rifle, and missing completely, and I just post up next to him with a machine gun, just go, burp.
There was no target left after that. Although I really wish you'd started coming down like when we had the private nights and stuff. We're hoping now that obviously everything's starting to open up, we can start doing those.
Yeah.
Where we do the night games and stuff. Well, I say games, we do the night events at the shop on the range. It's fucking
Yeah.
great fun. We have some awesome videos and such a laugh from those events.
Machine gun.
So you can, because a lot of it ends up being rifled, and we had Lewis use his Polarstar HPA tapped fucking 249 that fires at 450 FPS, chew through the fucking. He was like, yeah, so he had to save the hostage, and he fucking cut the hostage in half.
See, part of me wants to do that to my fucking 46, but the other part of me is just like, I can't be asked.
No, don't.
HPA.
Honestly, don't. Honestly, it's not worth.
That's the thing.
It is not worth.
There's no hostage.
What's that doing?
Yeah, it's like you don't have to rescue a hostage if there is no
If there's no
hostage.
hostage.
Yeah, exactly. It's very Rainbow Six Siege fuse
Yeah, it's- yeah,
very
mentality,
Russian.
isn't it?
I was
Very
literally going to say the
Russian
same thing, yeah.
Yeah. Get out of my head.
Fuse is my favorite operator.
But there
Oh,
are
mate.
civilians in there, so the civilians' problem. It's not
No.
mine.
No.
Being in the way.
Acceptable casualties, I believe, is the term, sir.
My
No, it's the bit with. Have you seen the Russian video where they're doing that demonstration of rescuing hostages on a bus? And it's just the 17-foot slapstick charge.
Oh, we don't have time for hostages. They shouldn't have been in there in the first place.
one of my favorite memes is the Rainbow Six one where it's oh you know it's like the satisfied guy where it goes hands on the side of his face like like really satisfied.
Yeah.
It's Fuse and just behind all you see is just like just a list of just dead hostage. It's like a list of all the operators on the other team and then just dead hostage. I'll see if I can find it.
Mission failed. We'll get him next time. Fuse. Not on my watch.
Did you guys hear of the terrorist attack that the Russians thwarted back in the early 2000s?
Depends which one.
This is the one that stuck out in my mind quite a lot. I think I would argue it's probably one of the worst ones. So basically, there's a theater that gets overrun, right?
Oh, I think I know
yeah.
exactly which one
Yeah.
you're talking about.
And then obviously the Spetsnaz show up, and obviously they're getting themselves prepped and ready, and then they've got the grenades and the weapons and all that jazz. And before they go in, though, they obviously throw I can't remember what type of gas it is. I'm guessing it's something like the tear gas we were talking about earlier. And they throw it into the air vent system
Yeah.
and circulate throughout the entire theater. They do not give a shit at this point because they're like, well, we might as well just nullify everyone because we need to, stop the hostage
Yeah.
situation. And then obviously, oh my god, the Spetsnaz run in, they do their thing, and like one civilian is kind of injured. She takes a bullet, I think, or something like that to her arm. A couple of others obviously are like completely knocked out because of the gas, and all the
Yeah.
terrorists are dead. I was just sat there reading this going, I'm sorry, they did what?
Yeah.
Because I just thought nowhere else in the world has anyone ever done that before. And I just thought, that's crazy. But the Russians did it.
Yeah.
I just want to find out if anyone can hear me laughing. I'm not laughing at that story. I'm laughing at the Fuse memes.
Yep.
No, he's laughing
Please.
at the story.
I mean both. Little column A, little column
Little
B.
column B. Yeah. But I mean, I was just like, Jesus, the Russians, they're fucking, the ferocity is insane. Like, it's part.
It's draconic solutions, though, mate. They
Yeah.
always use that mentality of like, well, it's effective. It's fucked, but effective. I mean, it's one of my favorite phrases because it's that scene from The Division where they're like, well, what are they gonna do? Just drop a fucking napalm bomb on the city? And they're like, well, yeah. And then like one of the div agents is like, well, it's draconic but effective. And they're
Yeah.
like, yeah, but it's so fucked. It's like, yeah, but it's effective. You have to look at the perspective of like, yes, it's a super fucked moment, but it hold on. Did you just derail your train, darling?
No, I haven't derailed my train. I'm going to see just how far I can get it until that roadblock opens up again. I'm not being,
Right.
I'm not thinking anything sinister.
I mean, that's what I
Uh-huh.
find quite amusing about Six Siege is that, like we just discussed briefly about the memes and whatnot. Fuse gets that special grenade type, doesn't he? It's like a cluster round almost, I guess.
Yeah.
But the other
Fuck.
one, Glaz, gets like a high precision rifle, and I'm thinking, why is the dichotomy here so different? It's just like,
Yeah. It's either super sneaky sniper boy or nah, just send it, boys.
yeah,
we
it's
don't
like,
need the building. Like,
and this is just the two attackers. Don't even get me
Yeah,
started on
yeah.
the defenders. Do you know what I mean?
well,
Like,
like you've got Chanka doesn't have his mounted LMG anymore. He's now roaming with it.
What? He doesn't
So
have it?
he's no.
it gets better
now,
than that.
He now also carries an incendiary grenade launcher with him
Yup.
with his DP-28 like LMG.
Yep.
So he just fucking roams around holding an LMG. Instead of going LMG mounted and loaded, it's burn every motherfucker I can see. Literally.
The way I see
Like-
it is that basically
so
he's not
broken.
Tatanka is basically an assault defensive character because he's yeeting 7.62 Russian standard and like Jamie said, the fucking grenades, and it's just absolutely insane. I'm like, okay, that's nuts. It's Russian, but it's nuts.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, I like it. I think Kapkan's like the most reserved one there because his ability is definitely a defensive one because it's a booby trap.
Well, both of them are like, yeah, they're defending operators, but realistically, it was about deniability. That was the whole point of originally with Tachanka in the original, like the OG, like what I think it was the original
Alright.
20 operators or whatever it was.
Yeah.
He was very useful because it was a matter of, oh shit, there weren't actually that many LMG users in the beginning. If you go back to the
No,
original
there wasn't.
operator list, there was probably maybe 2 or 3 at max. Because you had Fuse had an LMG, and IQ kind of did, but I mean, there's an argument there because it's an LA A1, which is basically G3A3 with a 50-round drum mag.
it's
yeah.
it's still more of an assault rifle, isn't it?
Yeah,
Arguably.
so yeah, I mean, you can use it like a fucking LMG though. Fucking Christ.
Really.
Exactly. And then so him now, more modern day, was basically an irrelevant his pick rate, because basically what they do is they look at like the pick rates for ranked and stuff. And so like the highest bannable users are like Dokkaebi or Dokkaebi or however you want to fucking call it, or and Jackal, because they could track and disrupt basically all your kind of movements and shit. Whereas with Shanka now, they were like, we need him more deniable, because basically you could deny the entry to the objective by being like, so I'm just going to chuck fucking basically just grenade Molotovs all around this door frame where they're trying to push through. So you've pushed them back down the stairs, you've pushed them back enough that you've just denied them entry to the room, assuming someone hasn't just fucking bent the corner and slap shotted you in the face with a 9mm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Done some wanted bullshit, because Jesus Christ, the amount of times someone's managed to shoot me through a door frame, and I'm like, that's like a solid piece of steel, my guy. Oh, who did we lose? So yeah, man, I don't
Can I
fucking
take
know.
a second flashback, please?
Yeah, right. Because then you got also like, because when it came to like attack operate, well, with defensive operators, obviously they were very aware when they started adding new guys in. They were very aware. It wasn't until the Italian DLC came out that the Italian operators came out that they realized that there weren't actually that many LMG defenders. There was literally just Tachanka, whereas at least the main operators had by this point about 4 to 5 LMG users, and they were like, from a defensive standpoint, we literally have Tachanka who can't bend, like he can't tilt lean. he has the disadvantage of having to wait until he can see like the whole body of someone, whereas it's kind of hit scan from your head in a way. It's weird. Like the tip of your head is basically where the bullets come from in a way. With Siege, it's really dumb how the camera works, because if you can see the tip of someone's head, sometimes somehow bullets are at your face or your legs or your knees or wherever the fuck, and it drove me insane. And I'm like,
What have you found?
yes, realism.
I want to say they've gotten better.
A TikTok
They
of
have.
cats and zero G's.
Cats.
Oh my god, what?
Cats and zero
Cat Zero
G.
G. Oh my god. Yes,
I wonder how the cats deal with that. I mean,
please.
constantly trying to
And-
rewrite themselves the right way up.
Please send.
Flipping over.
Is
Yeah.
so, but then it also ends in a soldier booting one of them.
Oh, maybe
Okay.
No,
not.
but not like in a malicious way. I think he was trying to like boost it up.
Yeah.
What, to
And
mess
it-
with this internal gyro even more?
And
got
I've
to
just
see that. I've
realised
got to
I
see
have
that.
to be up in 4 hours.
Oh,
So I should
Millie.
really be going to sleep.
Oh, naughty Millie.
What time
No.
is it?
All right.
It's like 11 o'clock. What? I'm just
Yeah, mate.
saying, you're up so late. I mean, jeez.
Come on, take better care of yourself, love.
I know, exactly.
Bold of you to assume.
Genuinely, but I was like bold of you to assume what? What do you assume about the fact that I don't look after myself very well?
She says staying up late.
Eh,
I can't talk. I probably won't go to bed till 4 in the morning.
yeah. Did you want to, if you're still awake, do you want to give me a ring and act as my alarm clock, please, and thank you?
So just keep spamming you with voice notes, being like, Millie, awake now.
Waking out.
You can
You
you can
wake up
set like
now.
voice. I wish you could set voice notes to like autoplay from certain
Oh no, you
people.
don't. No, you don't. No, you don't want that.
Yes,
You
I
don't want
genuinely-
that. That'll be the day
d-
where you meant to be like, so we're doing this really quiet scene. Real shit.
I would live for that on my trailer at the moment though, because fuck me, is it boring. I have genuinely just sat at my desk for the last 2 weeks, and every 10 minutes I'll be like, "Is there anything that I can do?" No. Cool.
Cool.
Nice.
Yeah, it's not good.
I'm starting my new job on the 2nd of August though, and I'm so excited.
Nice.
Good.
Yeah. I get to pretend like I'm in Moldova when I'm not. I'm in Suffolk.
I think we're all pretending we're in Moldova right now, I think, aren't we?
Oh god.
Right? I mean,
Yeah, but at least it wouldn't be like this, though.
yeah.
It's also
This isn't-
Suffolk, so it's a shithole.
All right.
I
Don't
can
Oh,
you?
that was
I live there.
dark.
He says in a mansion with a sauna and a steam room.
Right?
Mate.
Fucking living the high life.
This isn't my
Mate,
house, though, is it? It's my
literally-
parents' house.
Yeah, but still, though, they live in pretty bougie, my guy. Like,
I mean, wouldn't you try and go bougie if you've had to live in fucking married quarters for the last 30 years?
I mean, fair.
My parents lived in married quarters for ages.
Mm.
They were quite nice there, if I remember correctly.
What, the marriage
No,
quarters or your parents?
Wait, do you remember your childhood? Oh, not enough trauma
You had a
there.
child- You had a childhood? Yeah.
Jesus, this got real fucking quick.
Welcome to like weird childhoods.
like, guys, just I get it, but chill.
Not today,
Chill.
Chief.
Not today,
Not
Chief.
children.
Oh man.
I'm trying to think of a French pistol in this game. None. There are no French pistols, and yet they give me a fucking FAMAS. Ugh.
What are you playing? Oh, you're playing.
Insurgency.
Oh yeah.
Oh, Clash can fuck off.
Yeah, she's fucking.
Clash can fuck off. She's so broken still. Like,
I
My
don't understand her fucking point either. It's like, you're a cop. Nice.
my
It's not like the
mains,
American ones where they're all like FBI agents and shit. But it's like, British cop.
my mains were always Fuse and Castle.
Wait, did you say Ash?
no.
Flash.
Clash.
Oh, Clash, the defensive one, right?
Yeah.
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 What-
Clash could always fuck off.
Well, you see, she's supposed to be a riot cop, isn't she? That's what she's supposed to
Yeah,
be.
yeah.
Yeah,
It's like-
but she's not a specialist, essentially. Like, she's not spec ops. All the other units that they're in, they're essentially like a spec ops unit. You're not, if you're in, and this is not insulting the Met here, but like, you know.
No, I know what you mean. Yeah, I'm just trying to think what the justification was then, because you're right. She's got the badge of Operation Grim Sky, which I'm sure is not real. But then we've got Organisation GSUTR, which I have no idea what the acronym with that is. Yeah, GSUTR. Because that's what it says under ORG, which I'm assuming means organisation. So. Well, see, here's the thing.
The thing is, no. The reason I can tell you she's not spec ops is by her uniform, because she's still wearing that standard Met uniform.
No, that's obvious. Yeah, I mean, you can tell anyone who lives in the UK could just tell by looking at that. But that's what I mean. It's just, I guess it's just they wanted to find a way to add in her ability, so they just added her in as a police officer, I guess.
I think my go-tos for defense were either Chanka, Kapkan, yeah, it was either Chanka or Kapkan, to be fair. And an offense, which is always Maverick, because 50 bear wolf to the face.
Yeah, and that and the sneaky death holes were always such a
Sneaky murder
fucking.
holes, are literally murder holes. But everyone else, you've got to put like a significant hole in the wall. Him, it's just like.
Oh, Mira. Mira is always.
See, Miro just got easily countable by the end. Like, that you could literally just fucking deny her ability. You'd be like, oh, great, look, a black mirror. Oh, let me just throw a Twitch drone in here real quick. Oh, look, I've broken the mirror. Oh, look, now we can shoot both ways. Or as soon as she breaks the mirror, it's kind of a bit shit. Also, it's like the recoil, they then nerfed the fuck out of SMGs by going like, yes, let us increase the recoil of SMGs and definitely not assault rifles. And it's like, I'm sorry, it's what?
I didn't.
Fuck out of you.
I did notice on some of like the smaller SMGs, so like the ones that they give to the SAS. Those ones are
G11s.
yeah, those are ridiculously bouncing. I'm like, surely an SAS operator would be able to keep one of those things under control even under a long burst. Like, yeah, but I'm talking like I'm talking like ultra short range here, like just for a couple of seconds. Like, surely they could do.
It would not peak the skies quickly. Also, considering that it's a Mach 11, so it's a 9mm variant, not like the Mach 10, which is the 45.
Yeah.
The Mach, I've got an SF1 upstairs. It weighs nothing. Like actually nothing. Like literally, I've got fucking like knives heavier than that gun. And honestly, it's just like no, and like in the original, like in the early days, like not even alpha or beta, but like upon launch, you could put an extended barrel on that thing and a 4x scope, and it was like a sniper rifle from fucking hell. Because everything is like one shot to the head, like if you can do it, it's just literally just you one tap someone to the head and they're gone. Which was the only element of realism, but the problem then started being like people being like, oh yeah, let me shoot through this wall. Oh no, I've accidentally shot someone in the face and they're dead. And it's like, okay, if you're penetrating, at least like reduce the damage output, because, and especially if you're going to do actual realism, you should be adding ballistic, you know, effects. If you're trying to punch through a wall, it's not going to be just one round. You need quite a bit of rounds. If it's drywall, fuck yeah, you go straight through it. But like,
Doors and shit.
yeah, like doors and shit, you're going through wood. It will take a couple shots before you actually break through the
At least you're playing like 50 bear wolf and the bigger rounds, right?
Yeah. You'll clean through that, but also the round's still gonna like not go straight. It will veer off in trajectory because it's impacted on a surface. You know, like
Yeah.
I think
it will lose a lot of velocity.
I think my favourite gun is the one that the 9mm that the Russians get.
Oh, the
the
good
9x19. Yeah.
No, not the pistol. The
Yeah, the 9x19
Oh,
VSN. Yeah.
The
That thing,
Vitiaz.
that's all I use with like Capcan. Like all I
Yeah.
use. It's so good.
they are really hard to find, and
What, you on about the airsoft version? Because they're about to bring
Yeah.
out a gas blowback version, mate.
You sent me link. Yes.
We don't know when the first one's coming out yet, and we haven't even seen a pre-production sample or anything.
Yeah, but that's what I want, mate. 'Cause it looks so cool.
Wait, I had one and then I sold it.
Oh no.
It's not phenomenal. I'll be honest. The mags, you get about 50 round mags, and they're like clamped together as well, so you can do like your speedy reloads, but
Yeah,
you're essentially running them in MP5 pouches.
Yeah, because my point is I want a fucking sub gun for. So my site runs CQB nights and days and stuff on like Wednesday nights.
Mm.
I just feel like, and I don't want to. Like, I can technically take the 46, but I just can't be fucked with it.
Why don't you just get an MP5 or an MP7 or something? Actually, no, bin
Yeah.
off an MP7. Go for an MP5 or
I have an MP7. But it's just,
no.
if I get an MP7 at this point, I'm just gonna get a fucking AG one because it's just like I can't be asked for cash.
No, but to be fair, the AG, the most you're going to get is an AP because they always do them at like 1/3 the scale size because of how the motor and the pistons work in it, and they run on an AEP battery. They're never on a full scale battery. The only ones that have managed to pull it off, I think, were the KWA ones, but I'm not entirely sure. I've never really fucked with an MP7 before. I fucked with the gas one, but realistically,
my one works fine. It's just I can't be fucked with it because finding mags for it is the bastard.
yeah, exactly. After WE Europe basically were like, yeah, we're cancelling our entire gas rifle range. We were like, you bastards. Like, I can't get a barrel unit now for my rifle, you pricks.
Yeah.
So I need to well, I was chatting to Leaky about it.
I'd love an MP5, but again, it's like,
Well, we've got a load at the shop at the moment.
I'd love an actual metal one. That's my problem.
No, trust. Coming from someone who's running a full steel one, like after a full day of running around with that thing, I'm like, bin it off, give me polymer. Like, it's
I just feel like I
ways
want to
of
stand
thing.
polymer the way I fucking grip guns.
If you could get a proper polymer built one, not like shitty ABS plastic,
Yeah.
you'd be fine. But you will struggle to find anything like that. To be fair, nowadays. Because I wanted to put the swordfish kit that TM made on my MP5K because door masher,
Yeah.
and just like, oh, your face is now gone. Oh, nice, Mark. Great bit of catching at the brain.
Shush.
Are you? So you're not playing? You just got AIs running the fields then? I didn't know it. I didn't know it worked like that.
Right, I'm gonna go to bed.
Bye, friending.
About time.
All right, Millie. Good night.
Oh, are you
Night,
gonna
everyone.
join me, friend? Send you invite.
I'm
Inside
not going to be on much
custom
longer. I'm going to get this field done and then I'm going to go on with it.
remove. Scott, I've sent you an invite. Doc, you're
Excellent.
welcome to join if you have to go.
No, I'm gonna go try and sleep more.
Okay. Sweet.
I'll talk to you maybe tomorrow.
Bye, Doc.
Yeah, catch you later, mate.
Take it easy, bud. Right. I want to take the compensator off of that. I'm trying to be a bit mil-simmy in a way, and I've started adding up actual like loadouts.
Yeah, I'm gonna try just you running irons. I think for most of everything. I'm curious to see how well I do.
I want them to start adding more modern stuff though. Like I want them to add the A3 version of the L85.
Wait, what are you talking about?
Oh, Insurgency Sandstorm. They're still running on like they've got a weird plethora of guns in this from like modern day. They got like a T47 in here. It's not that modern, but they got like a Mark 18 CQB, which was what 2011-ish, I think.
I don't know actually. To be honest,
Actually, it
mate.
might be before then. I think it's 2007 because it was around. Mark 18 was first showcased in video games in Modern Warfare 2, if memory serves.
Yeah, I think.
Yeah.
Okay,
Mark 18's gorgeous. I mean, it is just bore 4, which is just standard bore 4.
I was going to say, I thought it was just like a more modernized version of the M4, is it not?
It's an Armalite profile, mate. It's still
Yeah.
running a crane stock. It's got like a lower profile free float RIS unit, like rail unit, and then it's running Magpul BTS mags, flat flip up irons. But yeah, it's still an AR.
My Mark 18 is what's the word? Sponsored? No.
Yours is Daniel Defense, isn't it?
So it's Daniel
Yeah,
Defense,
it's
but I
a.
couldn't remember the word to.
It's not sponsored. It would be
It's-
not copyrighted.
it's-
Oh fuck! I know what you mean, though.
Does it begin with a P? No.
Mm.
Yeah. But it's got an actual Daniel Defense Mark 18
Yeah.
handguard on it, like with legit Daniel Defense serial number,
Nice.
which is cool as fuck.
Europe. Holograph. There's slap holograph. Bitch. Hey. I'll get a normal crit to get a refill crit charge. Oh, that's actually more expected. That's surgeons.
Although I definitely notice you don't get many points, do you, to pick things with?
No, you've got to. I mean, I'm looking at my co-op stuff, not my versus. I never really do the versus stuff because I just find it really sweaty.
Oh, apparently that's what I was doing without realizing.
Yeah, because the UI, the menu UI is fucking terrible as well because it janks your frames like a motherfucker. This thing is really like unoptimized. Like the processing, I don't know what it is that tanks so hard. I mean, I struggle. If I look at smoke, my frames drop. Like if I look at a smoke grenade, my frames drop to like 30 frames. It's fucking horrible.
Smoke's always been an issue, though, I think, in video games. It just depends on how they build it, and sometimes they can build it quite well, and other times it's, like, absolutely terrible.
I do need to get a new GPU, though, because, my god, my CPU's pumping out more power, and my GPU just can't keep up with most games nowadays, and it's the last thing I think I need to upgrade now, for at least a while, but...
Well, RTX 3000 supercards are supposed to be coming out later this year.
I mean, everything's coming out new this year. I'll probably wait. I mean, I keep saying I'll wait till the end of Christmas. I was going to wait for the beginning of last year and then start of this year because I always wait till January if I start looking at parts because, you know, sales.
Yeah. And GPU prices are coming down as well.
Yeah, well, hopefully with the fact that COVID's starting to like ease up as well, it means like everything coming out of Taiwan and China is going to start being cheaper. Let's do like a little Spetsnazy.
Funny you mentioned that. I just found the AKM. I went, oh, I'm going to use that instead then.
Yeah, I'm kind of. It is sometimes annoying. You'll see an AK, and it is quite funny when you hear like people are like, I see an AK, but I can't scavenge the mag. I'm like, is it a 545 or a 7.62? And they're like, what does that even mean? And I'm like, you're playing the wrong game, brother.
Yeah,
Okay.
I've thought that about plenty of people with armor. Like, oh, this AK mag doesn't work in this one. I've looked at it and gone, yeah, it's because it's the wrong AK mag. What do you mean? It's the wrong AK mag. How else do I need to explain that? If you don't know, like you said, you shouldn't play in it.
Yeah, mate, it's just like, it's chambered differently. Fair if you don't know enough about guns, but like, start learning quick, brother.
Yeah.
Like,
It's like
you
I
know?
learned very quickly that the 545 AKs are really nice. Like from videos
Yeah.
I've seen online, there's a Russian guy that does video, like a proper Russian guy, not the fake one, like the FPS one.
Oh,
My favourite Russian guy.
I think he's finally out of prison now. As
He
well.
has been for a little while. Yeah, he does some sort of podcast YouTube thing with a couple of other guys that I think he personally knows maybe, or
Yeah, I
they've
don't
just
know.
And I've watched like one video where he talks about a couple of stories of things. Once when he was in prison, and then a couple of them when he was outside of prison. Before obviously he went in. I was just like, right, okay. I didn't think he was proper Russian, obviously, but it was quite.
No. It was a very good.
Yeah, it was
very good.
semi-convincing. Yeah.
Yeah. But that's fine. That's fine. That's.
But yeah, I think I like the 545 AKs, but I think I'd still have a 762 one.
Yeah, it's all depending. I mean, my new AK is based on a 762 mag, which is nice because it's a 74U, but it's a 74US. God, I'm trying to remember because obviously each designation.
Wait,
of
isn't that the
letters-
AK 74U KS or something like that? Isn't it?
Yeah, so the one they've got in game is the AKS 74U because it's the designation of the stock to the mag, like the stock to the chambered round,
Yeah.
I believe. So it's depending on what stock. If it's got like an underfolder, it's then like a 74U something. Like could be a KU or like a KUS. It just depends. I think the S stood for like short, but like whatever. Because it's an AKS 74, but then it'd be an AKS 47U if it's in 762, I believe.
Yeah.
Because the 74 was the meaning for the 545 variants, as the 47 was the 762 variants. Fucking love an AK. I was one of the last things that Kalashnikov spoke about before he died. Actually, was how much that he hated that the gun he made became famous for bad guys.
Yep.
Like because it was the most because he was like the thing that it speaks to is like its reliability and rugged usage. Like it takes a lot to make this gun blow up or jam or fuck up. Like there's been a lot of operations with like where they've been comparing like AKs versus M4s or AR platforms for that matter, like AK platforms versus AR platforms. They're like, yeah, your mag change might be quick on an M4, but you've got to take more care of an M4. It was another thing was they'd done an underwater test though, and an M4 actually works better underwater than an AK did, which I found quite interesting. And
It is, yeah.
I was wondering whether it was because of how. I would have thought it would have worked better for the AK because the AK is piston driven, not gas driven like the M4 is. So it is quite interesting.
Well, yeah, because yeah, you're right. It would make more sense for the AK than to probably outperform the M4 in that kind of situation.
Yeah, you'd think, right?
It's interesting.
It really is. I mean, here.
Well, this is interesting. The breach. Oh, the breach gets an AS Val. Yes, please.
Oh yeah, it does. It's the most expensive fucking thing, though.
Oh yeah, but it's totally worth it. I think personally, anyway.
If you can get the extended mag for that, because that 20-round mag just disappears. The full auto on that thing, it just melts through ammo.
Yeah, I'm thinking. Like I said, I'm going to try. Actually, no. See, with the Val, you can't really run at irons. You need something.
The irons aren't too bad, but if you get, I would say use the PKS because it's a 1.5 mag, and that's actually decent enough for the ranges you'll be engaging with it.
Yeah. So
I just thought it weird that they gave the breacher the AS Val. I get the point of it because obviously with the breach you're kind of meant to be like breaching in close quarters because it is a short barrel, but it was designated as a sniper, well, a DMR. It was just because of the round used, it was such a low velocity 9mm and being integrally suppressed. It's really weird. Depends on the setup.
I know. Yeah, I never understood that sort of that quote unquote marksman designation because, like you just said, it's a lower velocity 9mm round. It's then got an integral suppressor, so it's like, well, that in itself is going to make it more difficult.
Drop like a stone. But because the length of the barrel, the round didn't lose as much velocity as you'd think.
Yeah.
I believe. So the muzzle velocity was that of... God. Can't remember off the top of my head. It's been so long since I've looked at any of those. Right, co-op demo for my insurgents.
Oh my god, you can get the well rod.
Yeah. It's
Jesus.
a piece of shit. Do not run it.
I was going to say, it's also a piece of shit in H3 as well.
Oh, mate. Well, it's accurate. It's as accurate as they wanted it to be. I like how it's like the more modernized one, because there is actually a modern well rod that they made out in Germany, I think. But they were
Right.
basically using it as kind of like a bolt gun to just kill the pigs, essentially.
Okay.
It was just a bit more. I think it was just because it was quieter. They
Yeah.
didn't want the pigs getting stressed out, so they thought, well, why don't we just make a modernized fucking well rod?
Well, yeah. I mean, again, it's if it works, it's not stupid, isn't it? So,
Yeah.
oh, this is interesting.
They had
Sorry.
over-engineered it though. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, they went hard as a motherfucker with that shit, and I was like, bro, really? Like, come on.
I like the explosive options you get: Molotov, C4, IED.
Oh, what with the demolitions guy?
Yeah. You get TM62 mine, which I think is a vehicle one. Yeah, it's an anti-tank mine.
Actually,
M19 mine, that'll be anti-personnel, won't it?
yeah, you've got to be really careful.
Yeah, it says explosive vehicle. Oh, it says explosive vehicle mine will not detonate for teammates in vehicles or anyone on foot.
Yeah, so it's
Okay.
not really great. I'm gonna do a demolitions run. QTS 11 looks fucking disgusting.
UTS.
I believe the point in it was so that you could bolt action the round as
Oh,
well
are
as
you
use it
looking-
as a. If you go to demolitions.
Oh, I've not unlocked that yet. I'm not level 8.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I've not played this a lot, mate. To be
Okay,
honest.
fair enough. Anyway, it is the most disgusting looking firearm you will ever. Well, next to an AUG, I hate the AUG. I absolutely despise it. It is the most disgusting looking gun. Next to that QTS 11, though, it looks like some sort of. It says it's a 4.8 by 42 millimeter round, right?
4.8.
Yeah, 5.8. Sorry, 5.8 by
5.8.
42 millimeter, and then it's got a full auto function on it. It's got an AK barrel, right? But then for some reason in the rear of the stock there is a bolt action, and I really want to know what that bolt action, unless that is an integral grenade launcher. Wait.
It sounds weird, whatever it is, because I'm sat here looking at some of the guns now in the. I think it's the specialist I'm looking at now.
Mate, it is. It's an internal grenade launcher.
I've got to get to level 8 so I can see this gun then.
Mate, I'm gonna run it, mate, and I'll let you know because I'm genuinely curious. The gun looks disgusting. Like it actually looks like one of the guns from fucking Spaceship Troopers, although that was a G36K built with a fucking polymer cardboard chassis. But that is hella interesting. Like to see.
Yeah, I think I've just noticed as I've had a look at the. I think, like I said, I think I'm on the specialist now. No, the advisor is what it is. I've given him a Mark 18. I've given him that Mark 18 CQBR, and I fitted it with a suppressor and a hollow sight.
Nice.
So I think I've used him before, but actually, it's been a while since I played this properly. So
it's so good. I do enjoy this game.
I think I might give him the heavy armor. Actually, yeah, the heavy armor light carrier.
I swear. Oh, because I'm looking at co-op. No wonder I've got so little points.
I am going to go off.
Oh, looking at versus. Sorry.
All right, Mike.
All right, mate.
Bit, guys. Have a good one.
See you soon.
Right, I am going to call it there. Just turn off Barnison. Yeah, I'm going to call it there. Thank you all so much for watching. If you haven't followed, please consider following. If you haven't subscribed, please consider subscribing. It'd be very much appreciated if you were to. Oh, hang on, is that slowing down? No. If you want to stay up to date on any streams or any content that I'm bringing out, then there's my YouTube channel. Outside then, there's my Discord you can join, which the link is in the chat. If you want to watch any of my YouTube videos, then the YouTube channel is also in the chat. youtube.com/c/Mark of Me. Also, if you want to watch any previous streams, then the link is there. I'm going to go to bed. Is there anyone I can raid? Not really. Alright. Thank you all so much for watching, and speak to you all in a bit.